What is going on, everybody? Good evening. Simply Stoned. What is this? Number 17, baby. Number 17. It is 10 o'clock p.m. A little bit later for a Simply Stoned, but I got two guys that I chat with all the time outside of the YouTube space and stuff like that. But as always, y'all know this guy's no stranger here. I got Jacob, Star Wars Collective.
Hello there.
And then underneath me, y'all seen him on my channel before. It's been about a year or so. It's been a long time, but anytime we talk Hot Toys, I'm always itching to get this guy's opinion because he's very knowledgeable and he is. What do you have, like over 70 Hendrix Hot Toys, something like that?
Something like that. Something
not
like
your
that.
count or nothing. Yeah. But Hendrix, thank you for joining me as always. Jacob, I don't have to thank you, man. You're always here.
Yeah, good to be back. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, dude. For anybody that may be watching that doesn't know Hendrix, go check his channel out. He does a lot of Hot Toys. He used to do Black Series back in the day, predominantly more Hot Toys now. I'm pretty sure you've stated to us before. But if you're into Hot Toys and 1/6 scale stuff like that, go check out his channel. He's a really cool dude. I have links to both these guys' stuff in the description, all that good YouTube shenanigans and courtesy. We'll jump into the hellos real quick. We got some cool stuff revealed. A lot of Hot Toys over. We're going to take a little bit of a jump back. A couple weeks. We won't spend too much time on it, but I want to pick get both you guys' brains about some of this older stuff, and then we'll jump into some new stuff that was just revealed today, or well, last night in Hong Kong, however you look at it. But yeah. But with that being said, we got Dusty Trooper in here saying, "What's up? What is up, dude?"
Hey, Dusty.
We got Collabness Monster in here, Commander Cook.
Hey, what's up, Cook?
Did there? Oh, Mando, what is up, Mom? Thank you for hanging out,
Mama Mando.
Eric, what is up, dude? Oh, yeah. Sure did. We got plenty to talk about, Eric. Thanks for hanging out with us, dude. Remember, for 10 months, thank you, Mom. Love you very much. And the $2 sticker. Thank you, Mom. Love you. Appreciate you, Mom. Love your mamas.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, too.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, again, I just want to thank both of you guys for hanging out. Hendrix, it's been a long time since I had you on, man. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for pushing it back a little bit for me, guys, I was able to get off work. It was perfect timing.
Absolutely, bro. We're glad to have you both here, man. And we were talking in the pre-show a little bit. Jacob's a little bit more knowledgeable than me when it comes to 1/6. He's got art and Hot Toys, stuff like that. I have just gotten bit by the bug over the past year and a half, I'd say. But with that being said, we'll just jump straight into it. So these are some older reveals. I just want to pick these guys' brains and see what they think of each one. So y'all feel free to chime in, and I just kind of want to, y'all just feel free to go off and talk about what you want to. I've kind of already talked about these, so I'm not going to bore everybody with repeating myself, but I definitely want to hear what y'all have to say. So what did y'all think about the Remnant Snowtrooper here?
Oh man. If I didn't already have 3 troopers, basically that's all I have in my trooper area display in my display cabinet. This would be coming home instantly because it really does. Sorry, my dog.
You're good, bro. You're good, man.
It really does give you the option to get that ESB Stormtrooper that came out so many years ago now. Because as I'm sure Skywalker can attest to here, they're very much similar. They're not too different. One's a little glossier. One has a slightly different kind of color to it, right? And then obviously you do get the option with the no mask on the new trooper, and you get the mouse droid as well. Yeah. So by all means, this would be your chance to get the snow trooper that everyone has been so wanting a 2.0 version of. In my opinion, this is the way to go, and I'm actually kind of bummed I'm not picking this up. I maybe shouldn't have snagged that short trooper squad leader that was on sale last year for May the 4th.
That sounds like an awesome one, though.
Oh, I love that figure. It's so fun to pose, and I'm pretty sure that figure has leather boots. It was advertised with leather boots. I was like, what?
Okay, cool. That's
so
awesome.
Anyway, very very interesting. I'll have to get you guys some more info on that later. Yeah. But yeah, it comes with that cool mouse droid with the snow tires. It comes with a couple alternate different looks for the snow trooper, and classic Hot Toys base, and nothing too crazy there. Mm-hmm. But I mean, just look at that pose. That's just so rad right there.
Yeah. What about you, Hendrix? How you feeling, man? I don't even have to ask you if you're getting it because I know you are, but
right here.
You already got it. I should, yeah.
He's gonna do that for everyone on the show.
No.
Seriously,
I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing.
But
I'm open it up.
No, I haven't opened them yet. I'm actually in the middle of I just got a house, so I'm gonna be
Sweet.
moving all my stuff over. It's if you've ever moved with a sizable collection, it is very intense.
For sure.
So yeah, I've been trying to hold off on opening anything lately. But yeah, this figure, I mean, so the original ESB Snow Troopers were originally released in a 2-pack, and that 2-pack goes for like $1,400 now. And it's just insane. I've almost pulled the trigger on it myself just because the Snow Trooper is one of my favorite designs in all of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I was just hoping, I'm like, come on, like they're starting to do 2.0s a couple of years ago. And I was just trying to hold out. And then once we saw them in the Mando trailer that teased way back,
Yeah.
I was pretty much like, okay, it's coming. Just got to be patient. And yeah, here it is. It is a little bit different, but I forget who posted. I think it was like Scored Photography on Instagram posted both of them together. And you really can't tell unless you like really examine both of them side by side. But like if you displayed both of them together, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So this really can fill in as that original trilogy trooper in the collection, which is what I'm going to do personally. I've just been, yeah, right there. Like,
Go back. Yeah, right there.
It just, I think the new one is the one kneeling down, but you can barely tell that they're different, you know? And it looks so good. And obviously Hot Toys technology nowadays, I think the proportions are just a little bit better on this new one. And just some of the choices for like the face mask piece being a little bit more of a matte color than shiny, I think looks a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, it's just great for newer collectors that now you don't have to spend $1,400 on 2 figures.
Is it are they double jointed elbows and knees?
Yeah, he can basically like touch his shoulder.
That's awesome.
With the double joint. It's pretty insane.
I mean, the way he has he looks pretty comfortable right there. Like it looks like that's even slightly under 90, you know, even if it's like 85.
Right.
It looks very comfortable, looks like a organic. And I can kind of see the color hue that you were talking about too, Jacob, that slight like creamish white compared to like the Frost for sure.
Yeah,
definitely one of the most iconic designs.
The kneeling pose is just so freaking. It goes so hard. I've been trying to get this stormtrooper into a kneeling pose, and his armor, I think, is just going to prohibit that. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean, that's the ROTJ that Stormy, yeah, with the Death Star wall.
Hell yeah, bro.
So. Yeah, man. So I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, Skywalker.
No,
I just wanted to kind of piggyback on the convo there.
Yeah, y'all jump in whatever, dude. And just and is this, correct me if I'm wrong, is this rifle new? Is that a new accessory or am I waffling there?
Yep. The one with the scope is new. The one in the front there, that's just like the original OT style, like sniper rifle
DLT something. Yeah, it's like I forget what it's called. I thought this was new, but I wasn't entirely sure. But yeah, the soft goods on this look, as usual, man. Hot Toys just kills it, dude.
Yeah.
If they do a Galactic, don't get me wrong, I love the OT a lot. It does have a charm, but if they do a Galactic Marine, I feel like I'd be a little more tempted by that, you know. But this does look amazing. Sorry, I need to jump in with chat here. The scope does make it look sick. Galactic, hell yeah, bro. It absolutely does.
That red lens. So Stone, you'd be more interested in a Galactic Marine?
I think so, dude.
Really?
I know if it wasn't for this, the Galactic Marine wouldn't exist, you know. But it's just the prequel, bro. And then that burgundy purple color. It is something so awesome that I love about it.
So,
But I know this white
so
will pop.
my favorite clone trooper is Bakara. So I would kill for a Bakara and some Galactic Marines. Like,
bro.
oh
Just
man. And then
flank 'em.
I mean they've been knocking out the Jedi too. So like give us a Kiadi with that. Oh man, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Could you imagine?
That would go hard.
As awesome as they did Kit and South C10, I know they would just do an insane job.
Yeah.
So there is the Snow Trooper, and looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. I love the concept art. Back to Ralph McQuarrie, the honor homage to it. It's freaking awesome. This is one that I was talking to you about, Hendrix, a couple weeks ago, man. And I was telling you, in our little chat or whatever, I was like, man, I am really considering this because I can never find a Return of the Jedi for a good price, right? And then you sent me that link from Macari for like what was it, like $320 or something? Or no, it wasn't even that bad, was it?
It was like I wanted man.
I can't remember. It was a better price than what I had seen it for. So
Yeah.
But the weathering on this thing, the green lenses, I'm a sucker for that. But and I guess we'll just jump from the top. Hendrix, what are you picking this up, or is this kind of like you already have stormtroopers?
So this one's a pass for me. So I actually, one of my first Hot Toys I ever had was the original Remnant Stormtrooper from the Mandalorian.
Okay.
And I liked that figure. It was nice. But it was when I first started collecting. I didn't really know what I wanted my collection to like focus on or look like. So I ended up selling that off. And over the last few years, I've just kind of honed in on what I want in my collection. And something big for me personally with the especially Imperial troopers is I just like to stick to like movie designs personally.
Okay.
Nothing against any, like I love The Mandalorian. I love, Rogue One and where this kind of design came into into Star Wars. But yeah, I kind of want more of that OT charm when it comes to stormtroopers. So this one though is tempting. Like you said, it's got the green lenses, like the weathering looks good, the accessories are on point. I've had this figure just in a different paint scheme, so I know it's a good figure.
Right.
But yeah, I just personally like to stick to the kind of OT charm of the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like this would be a pickup, and I could see myself if I at a toy show or a con and see it, it could come home. But it's one of those things that I'm not like going out of my way to go pick up.
Right. Yeah. And isn't this is a new weapon too, right? New accessory.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome, man. And that's for that. This one only comes with the deluxe, right, guys? The deluxe. Okay. Is this a pickup for you? I mean, you were just showing off your RTJ, so this is probably a pass for you. But
yeah,
and hell yeah, Dusty.
When I first started getting into Hot Toys, I actually got the Scout Trooper first, and so the Stormtrooper felt like a companion piece to that. I don't think they were marked as being from Endor, but the Stormtrooper does have some dirt in the crevices of his foot pegs and his feet.
Nice,
right? So to me, it feels like they're one and the same. So if I would have missed out on the Scout Trooper and I would have went with any Scout Trooper, it would have been the Mandalorian version that had all the brown sand caked on his suit. This would have been a perfect companion piece for that.
For sure.
So it just doesn't fit. Sorry, my dog is chewing on a bone. I'm so sorry.
Bro, do you know you're good, dude? Bro, let her play. She's okay, dude.
I just don't want it to come through in the mic here or like drown out our conversation. So sorry about that.
Good.
Oh, you're good.
So I love the green visor, the green lenses. It looks amazing. The one thing I'm noticing, and this is something that was true in the OT, not every Stormtrooper had a holster. and I don't see a holster on this one. So if you're looking for a pleather-free hot toy, Merrick is one. This looks like it would be another one. And
Yep.
he's going to come with that blaster pistol as well. I don't know the name of the actual weapon itself, but he's also got the E11. And yeah, I mean, it's a great looking figure. It's fantastic. Definitely going to be a pass since I basically already have this the previous version that I think they're using the same body from.
Yeah.
Or this might be Hendrix. Is this the A New Hope version reused, or do you think this is the Return of the Jedi one?
So this is actually the Rogue One Stormtrooper mold.
Oh.
This is the same mold they use for all like the new media Stormies.
Symmetrical. Yeah, it's more symmetrical and not as like clunky or uneven and shit. Yeah.
Yep.
It's cool. It's like a good modernized, clean cut version of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like you were saying, there is a charm with that old school look, though. You know,
Definitely.
But so pass for both of you guys. I am gonna try to track down the ROTJ, but that is a good looking Stormy right there, though.
Yeah, it looks kick ass anyway.
I love some green lenses, bro.
Those green
pouch on there, dude. It's a pretty cool one, and I love the T. I believe that's the T21.
Yeah.
I love that in Battlefront 2, bro.
Dude, that thing is underrated. It's got range and it shreds
and power, dude. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
and it's just cool with this one that you know you can get multiple and they can all look different in the display.
Yeah,
I that's something I love about Hot Toys personally is just they give you like everything you need in one go. Like you don't need to buy this version of a figure and just to get that accessory. Like it's all there right for you.
Yeah, man. This is for those people that sent that can Army build Hot Toys, which is just fucking crazy in and of its own. But I'm not even going to say if I had it that way that I wouldn't do it. But like perfect Army builder, like you said, comes with everything. You just really can't go wrong, dude. And it just iconic design that's just got that modern flair to it, you know, kind of jazzed up a little bit.
Yeah,
I like it with the pauldron a lot, dude. That pop of black along looks really cool. Not a fan of that. Hot take. I'm not a fan of that blaster rifle. It almost looks like Blade Runner-ish. But
yeah, it's not my favorite either. It's all right though. I just love the classics. Like the E11 is just like it just I don't know. It's just
give us that good. World War II shit. When this modern, we want that World War II shit, baby. Do it like George said. Okay.
Yeah, the DLT-19 was what modeled after the MG42 or something.
Oh shit! Damn, hell yeah!
Right?
Look at you spitting facts. So what's going on here? Come on now. All right. This one is. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me let y'all take it. I'm curious what y'all think.
Well, go ahead, Hendrix.
I was gonna say I like it. This is something that like every company has to reuse their assets to, you know, this guy's got a blue head. How many times are you gonna reuse this head sculpt? And this is probably the only time that it's gonna happen.
Yep.
So I'm not mad at it. It's an exclusive, so it's not taking up like a mainline spot. And Rebels is, I go back and forth between Rebels and Clone Wars. Yeah. But like Rebels is probably my favorite like animated Star Wars show. So this, like, I'm gonna get this eventually. It's not like high up on my list of like something I need immediately, but this is definitely coming to the collection because I love that General Veers type armor, but just basically Thrawnized. Like it's got the all white and the gold accents. Like dude's just dripping. Like it. Something about it, and I love that episode of Rebels when he comes down and talks to the Bendu, and like kind of gets that first inkling of like, okay, maybe I'm up against something that like I can't really fight. Like, you know, the Force is actually real. So I love the episode, and so this is a great representation of that. I see where people are like, oh, it looks a bit goofy with his hat, and at first I was like, yeah, like kind of, but this is another one that's already released, so you can go get this straight from Hong Kong if you wanted. And we've seen reviews already where, you know, they put the hat down a little lower and it definitely looks a bit better. Yeah. So yeah, I personally really like this.
Cool, man. Awesome. So you are picking this up?
Yeah.
Your Rebels display? Nice, dude. I don't think you'll be picking this up, Jacob, but you could surprise me. But I know me and you like the window shop for a lot of hot toys.
Yeah, yes.
Hendrix buys everyone. We already know. We already know.
we live vicariously through him for that
exactly.
reason.
That's right.
Going back to window shopping, you know, the part of that is being able to admire a figure and moving on and realizing it's just not for you. He's got a hat. It's pretty freaking awesome. Is it just me, or does is the face sculpt maybe a little softer? I know it's the same one.
It is.
Okay.
It is a little bit softer.
Yeah.
So, you know, being that they try to because they're never going to use, well, unless you're Hono Studios, they're never going to use a strictly animated likeness. They're always going to merge it with some way with the actor, or, you know, at least in some way or another. Maybe not Savage, because it doesn't look like Clancy Brown, right? But
right.
You know, even in the Ahsoka one, we'll talk about it. It's almost like they kind of like do like a mixture of the two. So anyway, not to ramble too on about that, but I would have loved to see Hono Studios do an animated version of this exact figure from that episode Skywalker was talking about, because it was a great episode. And yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting that. So this is as good as it's going to get. If you didn't get the Grand Admiral Thrawn that came out prior to this, that one's still pretty accessible. You can get it on Hong Kong stores. You know, Toys Assemble, I think, still has it up for sale. But this is another look. If you like Rebels, this could be that representation for Thrawn in your collection. I mean, his eyes are so piercing, so red. He's just so brilliant and strategic. You know, I can't wait to see more of him in Ahsoka season 2. I'm sure we'll get another figure from that. But yeah, like Stone said, you know me too well, man. It's definitely not for my collection. It's going to be a pass for me. But I think it's so cool. Like Skywalker said, how many times are they going to be able to reuse this head sculpt, except for maybe the next time we see him in Ahsoka season 2?
Exactly.
So they got to get their money's worth. They are a business after all. And he's gonna look so cool on the shelf, whether you display him, you know, with his Thrawn hands together, with holding his blaster. I think I saw like a almost like a force gesture, like a really cool open hand gesture, like he was reaching for something. Yeah. Now, if you guys are gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong, did he have the Salamiri when he was in this episode?
No, that doesn't actually show up. Like, he has sculptures of them in his office, but it actually doesn't like show up in the show, like wrapped around his shoulders.
Okay.
It's just like a statue he has in the office.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I was gonna say it would be kind of cool if they threw in the Salamiri too as an accessory, but
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that's something that they would introduce in the canon from Legends? Like, could you imagine if Thrawn had a Salamiri in season 2? That'd be kind of crazy.
That'd be so sick. I mean, I don't think they'll do it, but
I think with Dave especially in charge, as much as he does appreciate the Legends stuff, I mean, he's brought in a lot of stuff from Legends. Sure. I think George probably wouldn't have wanted that. You know, he always said that the Force is in everything, so there's nothing that's, you know, forceless or can shut down the Force. So yeah, that's probably unlikely, but you never know. You really never know.
Yeah. It would be interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
So then keeping this moving, we have Gree here, which looks freaking awesome. Y'all know my regulars know I'm a sucker for camo here in South Carolina. It's just like that should be our flag. It's just a camo flag, South Carolina. But he looks awesome, dude. Hendrix, I know you're a big clone guy. For those of you that might not know of Hendrix, he's a big clone guy. I'm curious to see whether you're going to pick this up, Jacob, but because this is one that I'm not sure of.
Yeah, man. So I am actually quite the contrast to Hendrix. I'm not a big clone guy, and it doesn't mean that I don't like clones. I just prefer the Phase 1 look. Mm-hmm. And I've never been super attached to any of like the commanders or anything like that. You know, Cody, Wolf.
Okay.
You know, there's so many names, right? There's so many clones. So Gree, very interesting. You know, he's kind of like the only clone that we see, I think, for the most part, with camo. I mean, it's the 41st Legion, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So that in and of itself is so cool. And whenever I play Battlefront, whenever I'm using the clone specialist, it's always the camo one. It just looks so awesome.
Yeah.
So and I like the way that his outfit is kind of staggered. Like he's got camo, you know, on the leg armor and the gauntlets and stuff. But then his like chest piece and his helmet are different. They have like silvers and different greens, and then the weathering is all just on point. So I'm surprised that this figure didn't get made earlier, but I'm glad that they're doing it now for those who want it. I do not have any clones in my collection. I did have a Coruscant Guard at one point. That is my favorite Phase 2 type, is the Coruscant Guard. But I did end up selling it to someone who wanted it, and I ended up using that money towards funding the display cabinets and into more hot toys and in-art stuff. So yeah, I mean, look at that freaking Order 66 hologram. That is just so cool, dude. One of the best moments in Revenge of the Sith. It will be done, my lord. And then Yoda he knows he's got to fuck shit up. So
like you could almost fake it for a still of the movie, like just like a little pixel, like a frame of it or something, dude.
Yeah, man. And I do like how he's almost got like suspenders on. It kind of reminds me of like a like a I don't know, like an old war general or something like that, you know?
I will never unsee that now. That is the coolest fucking thing ever. He straight up has suspenders.
Dude, it's sick. It goes kind of hard.
I'm never going to call it anything else but that now. Troy, thank you so much for the $2, bro. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you. And no sweat, dude. You're here now, brother. That's all that matters, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
And Rebel Scum, Kevin, what is up, dude? Thanks for hanging out in the stream. No, hey, dude, better late than never, my friend. Good to see you in chat. Hope y'all are doing good.
What's up, Kev?
Abs, dude, don't get me started, Troy. Dude.
On the same body. They just need to update the paint and it'll be perfection.
And I'm just nervous about them doing camo in the Black Series, dude. It just makes me fucking nervous. I don't want them to, like, I know it's not going to be perfect because I know that's a lot of different paint apps and I get it. But dude, that's probably going to be one that you get and you kind of have to do a couple things too when you get it in hand. I feel like a customizer would just change it completely, dude. But then again, Hasbro's kind of been, I don't know, dude. Hasbro's kind of been firing on all cylinders for me. Not everything is a pick for me, but at the same time, sorry, one of my fingers just fell.
No, you're good. No, yeah, they're definitely going in on what does Galactic say?
The new Wolf that came out, redo Gree. That would be amazing, dude.
Yeah, good point, Galactic. That's a great idea for reuse.
Yeah. Body is good, but the paint is off. Yeah.
On the hot toy, Troy? Is that what he's talking about?
Oh, no, I think he's talking about the Black Series.
Oh, the Black Series. Okay.
Like, because it's better than it used to be, but it's not, you know.
Yeah.
It could for sure be better. Soldier Coruscant Guard right here.
I did. I'm guilty.
Dusty got that red.
Straight to jail.
Let them cook. Yeah, with this Gree, he's very, very, very tempting, dude. And again, you got that beautiful, sexy green visor. Y'all know I'm a sucker for that.
Yeah.
Hendrix, I don't need to ask you if you're picking this up, man. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, dude. This thing is like, I mean, I always say my favorite thing to collect is hot toy clones.
Yeah.
There's something about him, and I'm a little bit with Jacob. Like I like Phase 1 more.
Yeah.
I used to like Phase 2 a lot more than Phase 1, but something over the past couple of years, I've just gotten a real nostalgia for Phase 1.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
so like, yeah, the Attack of the Clones era clones, like I want them all, but really I want all the clones. Like give me everybody. This guy looks absolutely fantastic. Even though it's Hot Toys, like even I was a little bit nervous with them tackling Gree. I mean, it's a complicated paint scheme, everything, the green visor, and they went all out. Like the little back attachments there. I mean, the Revenge of the Sith specific accuracies are just next level, and I just love all the different shades. Like his shoulder pad is a different shade of green than, you know, on his belt, and the silver on his helmet. It all melds together so perfectly. And I think this guy and the new Yoda, who I'm sure we'll be talking about here soon, they're gonna look so good on the shelf together. Like, yeah, that shot right there is I mean, dude, next level, like straight out of the movie.
Yeah. And I love how they just kind of like put Chewie there in the background. He's kind of photo bombing, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, this, like you were just saying, Hendrix, I was already talking to you guys, you too, Jacob. I was telling you guys that Yoda might be my first Jedi hot toy because I don't have one yet. But then obviously that Qui-Gon dropped, and I slapped that motherfucking deposit down so fast, bro.
Call him Qui-Gon Cody.
Qui-Gon Cody, yes sir, yes sir. I didn't end up going sculpted, but we'll get into all that. We'll get into that later. We got plenty of time. But Yoda is definitely tempting. Gree is tempting. I'm glad that I had no doubt that you were getting them, Hendrix, of course. But let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Jump straight to Yoda. What are your thoughts, Hendrix? And then we'll jump to you, Jacob.
This figure looks perfect. There's not many figures that, specifically this head sculpt, I do have a slight criticism of the alternate head sculpt, but this head sculpt on this body, I mean, these look like movie stills. The promo shots, literally, like I could show these to someone. I could even show these to a collector, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's just the promo shots of Revenge of the Sith."
Yeah.
Like, it is insane how, and I have the original Attack of the Clones Yoda, and that figure is amazing on its own. And the fact that they like made this one look even better, like it just, every time Hot Toys puts out alien head sculpts or just even the human head sculpts, like every single one, it's like they just improve just a little bit here and there on each one. And I mean, this is probably one of my most anticipated figures right here. It looks so good. Everything, the seamless forearms that they threw in, which,
oh my god,
really didn't have to, in my opinion. Like his cloak is probably going to cover it 90% of the time anyway, but they just did it. So it and the hover chair, bro, like come on. Oh, it's so good.
And I'm with you on this head sculpt. This the duck lips. I'll let you they showed it in person at one of the shows that they had it on display, and it does look a lot better in person. I don't know what it is. I talked about it a little bit in my video. It's just like that section between his top lip and his nose. They just made it like a centimeter too long. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, it's not bad. Like, it still looks like Yoda, but yeah, he looks like just a very specific
facial expression. But like the shot I saw of it in person looks a lot better. But
Okay.
I for sure am definitely going to display him. I'm actually going to grab 2 of these guys, but
Oh shit.
this shot, or there's a picture probably somewhere of the other head sculpt, and it does look a little bit better. But that head sculpt right there, the more angry or determined head sculpt looks, dude, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yep. It really is, dude. And the wool hair.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think I'm going to try to pick this guy up. Jacob, what about you, bro? Or is this I have a feeling you're going to lead towards yes. Me and you haven't really gotten a chance to talk about this much.
Well.
We're going to be able to fill up the cabinet, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. This is coming home instantaneously. It's first Jedi, and then Qui-Gon came out too. So boom, second one, first and second, right out of the gate. Definitely going to be displaying him with the angry head sculpt and using those seamless forms to their just like that.
Dude, it looks so good.
It's like you said, Skywalker, like movie stills.
Yeah.
Like we can hear Frank Oz in the back being like, "Shit on you, I will, Palpatine. Get ready for this battle, motherfucker."
Yes,
dude.
Anyway, dude. Okay, Troy, face looks a little bit chubby. You know what? I think that is. I noticed that in the Gree photo. When
might be. Are you referring to this one specifically, Troy, or just Yoda in general?
I think he's just meaning in certain, like maybe that one, like in certain angles he looks a little chubby, like the one where he's just standing there with Gree and Chewbacca in the background.
Yeah,
that angle is a little bit down and tilted up. I think we'll see here, and so he just looks a little chubster Yoda, like he's been eating well at the Jedi Temple or something.
That's right.
But that's just angles, and I think that's the goes for the same thing with the neutral head sculpt. The neutral head sculpt, I think there's less photos of, and they were taken at similar angles to where it does look a little strange. But I do agree with Hendrix. Centimeters, millimeters, they all make a difference, especially in this type of scale. And his lip did look a little elongated on the neutral head pose. But I'm sure once we see it in person, like we're probably not even gonna notice it too bad. The robes look great. You can display him with his robe on, with his robe off, just like after he lost the battle with Palpatine. But the seamless forms is like you said, Hendrix. They didn't need to do that, or they really didn't. And God, look at that! Right, I mean that does look like a movie photo right there.
The hair is what gets me, dude.
The wool hair stone. You're stoked about that?
Yeah, dude. It just really adds that level of realism to it. And then the soft goods, like I love how they have that real like quilted look to it. Like it just blows me away, the soft goods on these things, like how they get these clones to have like the undersuits and then the armor. I'm just that stuff. Like, dude, when I got, what was my first armored figure? It was dude, the Death Watch Mando. When I got that figure and I was messing around with it, I was like, dude, it's like it's a little person. Like he's wearing his clothes, his armor is all sitting, it all turns on him. Like you have to make sure everything is situated. Like it blew my mind. Compared, obviously, can't compare a Black Series to Hot Tool, but just that level of collectible was just so new to me at the time. So like, and Hendrix, you were just saying it, dude, just in the last 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, they just like every release continued. And I think predominantly with the exception of you, Jacob, you have other outside of Star Wars franchise, but we're all kind of mostly Star Wars 1/6 scale, especially you. I think you're all Star Wars, right? You don't have any other ones, right?
So I have a few Marvel. I have I have a custom battle damage Toby. And I have a Deadpool. I do have the Wolverine as well.
Oh damn, okay, cool, man.
Sweet. Right on.
I didn't know you had Marvel. Yeah, that's cool.
Just a few. I can't I get too many Star Wars ones that it's like I can't do both.
Yeah.
And I want my collection to kind of be a Star Wars collection. But I have my little Marvel corner.
That's what's up, dude. And Deadpool and Wolverine, that's a good. If you're gonna go Marvel, those are good choices for sure.
Same with the battle damage Spidey.
Oh yeah, because that thing is, dude. Oh my god! And I've talked to y'all about maybe getting that new one, but I think I'm gonna pass. I think I'm gonna pass on it initially.
Yeah.
But that Weapon X though, just kidding.
Dude.
But maybe.
Dude, that thing looks insane.
Yeah,
I think I'm really considering copping it. I've already been talking to my wife about it. That thing is like, to me, like, this is perfect. Don't get me wrong. Like this looks like it's from the movie, but that Weapon X, bro, with the freaking silicone just blows my mind. That's a figure. It looks like a statue, dude.
Yeah,
like it looks like a statue.
That the medical grade silicone is like a game changer for them.
Yeah. Jacob, you told me that, bro.
Yeah, man. It's supposed to have a high longevity too, because Skywalker just said it's medical grade.
Yep.
Like they use it on prosthesis and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Stoned, this I feel like you got to get this, man, because he could be a stand-in for Phantom Menace Yoda. Like
I was just about to say, bro, him and Qui-Gon on the shelf.
Oh,
Pete.
yeah.
Look at Hendrix. Look what we're doing to him.
This is what I do, bro. I get all my friends to just buy Hot Toys. That's what I do.
Awesome.
Bad influence. Bad but good. Bad but good.
I'm terrible, man. It's awful.
The first part of it is self like acceptance, you know.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I know I have a problem, but I'm happy with it. There's a lot worse problems to have. I think the three of us know that. So I think this is the least worst problem you could probably have, is buying Hot Toys and actually enjoying life. So
yeah, absolutely.
And Troy, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait either. We all know Hendrix gonna get it shipped the day it releases. Like, it's gonna be there the next day on his porch. But Troy, I can't wait, brother. It's gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait to review it for y'all. It's gonna be so fire. Sorry, trying to keep up with y'all chat and talk with the boys. We yapping. They get me yapping, dude. Dusty says, I dipped my toes for a Toby Spider-Man. That's my Spider-Man, right? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Spitting, Troy. Spitting facts, bro. Absolutely, man. By the way, once again want to thank everybody in chat for hanging out tonight on this late Wednesday night. It really does mean a lot to me. And
thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah, shout out to you guys too, both you, Hendrix and you, Jake. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man, I was looking forward to this all day at work.
Hell yeah, dude. I've been thinking about it because we were supposed to do this like a week ago. It was just we've all had a lot going, just life in general, you know, jobs and whatever, you know. But I'm just glad we could sit down and finally make some time for it. I'm kind of fucking with. I kind of fuck with this. I like this.
This is
Kane.
That's my favorite promo pick, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe of any Hot Toys ever. Like, this is the exact pose from the Revenge of the Sith like promo art, and it's spot on. Like, man, most people see like nice cars or, you know, a fancy house. Dude, I see this and I'm just like, let's go, bro.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome, man. It makes me, that's why I like having guys like y'all on, because I can actually see y'all get excited for the shit. And instead of people just like, they talk about it and we're like, well, it's okay, I'm going to buy it anyway. Like, I can tell you guys are actually excited for the shit that y'all are getting. And it's just so fucking refreshing, dude. It's so nice. And it makes the conversation more fun when people are like really passionate about what they're talking about, you know?
Well, and you know, we're still pointing out the slight criticisms we have, but at the end of the day, they're, you know, a tiny portion of what we're talking about. And there's people out there that want to just focus on that stuff. And I just think that this is a hobby that we're all trying to, you know, escape from real life. Real life is, you know, difficult sometimes. Yeah. And this is something that you get to just, we just get to sit down and talk about a little plastic Yoda. Like, it just, I don't know why you would want to make that a negative experience.
Right. Convoluted, man. I can't say, I'm not even going to add anything more to that. That was perfectly said.
Couldn't have said it better. This picture is
with the communication.
Oh, dude, because that moment was so like heartfelt, you know. Into exile I must go. Failed I have.
Yeah. As a kid, seeing Yoda get beat like that, bro, it was because you see him fight Count Dooku finally in Attack of the Clones, and he's going ham. And then you see him face off against Sidious, and they're at that climax, and you think Yoda has the chance. He had the Emperor on his toes. Ultimately, the Force didn't tip Yoda's way, didn't tip towards the light in this sense, in this situation. This part right here as a kid, bro, was detrimental to me. It was like, holy fuck, Yoda just got beat. Like, he just admitted he failed, and that was like also a huge moment, I think, for Yoda as well, because he realized how just how dogmatic. I think it all hit him in that moment. He was like, fuck, dude, we all failed, you know?
Yeah.
And probably realizing that Mace is gone. Like, this dude just killed Mace. He's got a whole legion of clone troopers that like that's why he's got a dip, obviously. He's like, dude, I'm cooked, basically. And it's just, dude, Revenge of the Sith is just so good.
Yes, it is, man. It's an awesome film.
Yeah.
I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. Your new, dude, it's just that, like, people can say, like, we talk about it with Attack of the Clones. You can say the dialogue's bad. You can say this. You can say that. You cannot deny the classic timelessness that those movies have and will forever have. It will never go away, ever.
And with how different they are from the OT, it like goes so perfect. They go so perfectly together. Yeah. Those 6 movies, like,
yes, they do.
They're it's so good. I just love the original 6 movies. Like, those movies were like my childhood. So that's why figures like this get me so hyped, because it's like it's how I felt looking at figures like this is how I felt watching those movies.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, right. That's the biggest part of us as collectors, is to have that representation of something that means so much to us.
Yep.
Nostalgia wise, whatever. Most of it, I think, is nostalgia, but that's not a bad thing whatsoever in any way. And, you know, now that we have these things in our collection, I can only think of what young Skywalker Hendrix would think of, what young Cody, what young Star Wars Collective would think of having these things in our collection and represented from our favorite things. Like, it truly is like a luxury, and I'm very grateful to have these things and be a part of this community and all that stuff. Not to be too sappy and all that shit.
No, dude, you're good.
You know, this stuff is so awesome. Sometimes I'll just walk into my room, turn on the lights in my cabinet, and just admire and look at what I have. And sometimes I'm just like, oh, that's so cool.
Fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely.
So I've told this story a few times on like my channel stuff, but your crowd probably hasn't heard this one yet. So when I was a little kid, you know, before you understand what life even is, you don't realize you're going to be working, you know, a regular job when you get older. You think you're going to, you know, go be an astronaut, or obviously some people do that, but like for your average kid, you think that, that you won't have responsibilities when you're older. And it's just, we just do this forever.
Yeah.
And so when I was a kid, I said, when I grow up, I want a Star Wars museum. And it's because I had been somewhere that, like, they used to do, back when Revenge of the Sith was coming out, they used to do those, they'd bring like real props. So you'd see like the Chewie costume in a glass case. Yeah. You'd see a life-size land speeder. You know, it was a Star Wars museum, but it traveled around the US.
Yeah.
And so somewhere in my mind, I was like, oh, like I just want a Star Wars museum. And so every time I like look at my Hot Toys collection, and I think that's why I kind of focused more on Hot Toys when I got deep into collecting, is because, you know, in the glass cases and everything like that, it does look like a Star Wars museum. So I always just like love that looking back where it's like, to my younger self, just that's what we're doing.
I am doing it. Yeah, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hell yeah, man.
I feel like a lot of times, and we're all guilty of this, you'll be thinking about like what you were just saying, like when you were a kid, you were wanting like a Star Wars museum, and like here you are kind of like doing it without even really thinking about it. You're fulfilling your child's dream. I've always wanted, like, I remember times when I first started lifting, I was like, man, I cannot wait for a home gym. I'm gonna have a barbell, yada yada. I'm gonna be able to do stuff at home and not have to go in public. And like a couple years ago, if that finally happened, like I would just sit around like, damn, dude, like I actually have my own home gym now. Like I remember when I used to dream of this moment, and it's the same thing. Like that's why I always talk about manifesting, dude. Like if you speak it out into existence and you just try to be as good of a person you can be, karma and the universe is going to try to treat you. And without, again, not to be all sappy and shit, but
you're good. I believe in manifestation. In fact, I think us three and everybody in chat should manifest tonight before we go to bed Padawan Obi-Wan Hot Toys,
bro.
Dude, facts.
Dude,
facts.
man.
We need them.
Manifest. Man, I'm gonna meditate right fucking now, dude.
Come on, Howard.
He's got to be coming within the next year and a half, I'd say.
Yeah, with Qui-Gon, dude.
Right.
You know, we're gonna talk about
But
I don't want to keep you all night. We're already an hour in. We got some other stuff to talk about for sure, dude. So Zeb, do y'all want to run through this one real quick, or do y'all want to try to pick up the? Okay, feel free, dude. This is a pass for me initially, just to get my thoughts out real quick. It looks amazing. The hair on the wool on his beard, his arms, like his feet. It looks amazing, dude. And for any hardcore Rebels fan, I know this is going to be an absolute pickup for y'all. And I'm stoked for any like definitive hardcore Rebel fans. But feel free, either one of y'all, take it away, man.
Yeah, I'll go first on this one. I don't have too much to say. Okay. I'm not the hugest Rebels guy, and I'm not ashamed to admit that, and it might be kind of a hot take. I know this was going to be. I know, as everybody knows, this is going to be the original design for Chewbacca. I'm very glad that they did not. Wookiees all day, every day, baby.
Yeah, bro.
But Zeb is cool, and I really like the voice actor.
Yeah,
he's
Steve
awesome.
Bloom. I think Steve Bloom, is that his name?
Shout out Steve Bloom.
Yeah, he's
awesome. He's just fun. He seems kind of like the fun uncle of Rebels. Yeah. And I think that the wool goatee and beard is I don't know why they decided to test it out on Zeb, but it looks like they nailed it. And I think that this could be maybe not a staple, but something that you'll see with Artisan figures potentially going forward in the future. I think they did it with a Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine, right? It was what was his name?
Yeah, it was the X-Men Apocalypse Wolverine.
Oh, where he's got his arm cut off or whatever.
Yeah, and he has the big mutton chops.
Yeah. Okay, so it's that kind of same technology.
Yes,
that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
So maybe it'll be more of a staple with bearded figures going forward. Who knows? But flight suit looks awesome. Tailoring looks perfect. Love it. His staff is so cool. It's a staff like blaster weapon, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a combo, so that's pretty freaking cool that it comes with that. Yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me. Not my collection, but I still think they nailed Zeb, man. He looks so freaking good. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks amazing. This is one that I felt like was coming, and I was a little bit nervous just based on the fur aspects of him. I didn't feel like the fur was long enough for something like a Chewbacca route. So basically what they do with these types of figures. So like Chewbacca, for instance, it's a regular figure body underneath. Obviously, certain figures have different bodies underneath. They don't just reuse similar bodies here, because like Zeb is a lot bigger, someone like Chewbacca is a lot bigger. So basically it's the same as like how the Mandalorians have the flight suit on, except think of that flight suit being like a shag rug almost.
Gotcha.
They make it's like a fur suit essentially.
Yeah.
So it looks like that's kind of what they did here, just with a lot shorter fur on it. And I thought that this was going to be sculpted for the most part when I was like envisioning this figure. And yeah, I'm happy they went all out and did fur and a, you know, rooted wool hair beard. So yeah, this thing looks amazing. I actually do really like the blue flight suit as well. As much as I love Rebels, and I love that we're getting those looks specifically for Hot Toys, I do like this blue flight suit more than his Rebels look. So even though in the display, because I'll get this guy eventually, he's not, like I said, there's Hot Toys that I need to get immediately in my collection, and then there's figures that I let sit out, and it's like, okay, when I go out and, you know, go to these cons or go to my local, I have a local toy shop that is a Sideshow distributor. So they get figures in from Sideshow, and I go out there every once in a while, and like they'll just randomly have a figure that, you know, released a few months ago. And so that's what I'll probably save Zeb for. He's not like immediate add to the collection, but he's definitely going to be in the collection eventually.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, not like priority for you. Totally feel that, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, now this, gentlemen. So the show, we were all yapping hard about that fucking show, dude. It was amazing. But then we knew this was coming. Hendrix, you were talking about this for months, bro. You were like, I want a 2.0. I want a 2.0. And then, dude, this shot right here, bro. Like, look at this shit. I get giddy every time I look. Dude. I already have this figure, bro. I already have it. Like, why do I need another one? Because I just do.
Because I just do. I love it.
So y'all take it away, dude.
This is enough of an upgrade, I feel, though, that it warrants to grab him again. Yeah. Even though a lot of people are calling this a lazy release, yeah. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I choose to focus on the awesomeness of this figure. And ever since that original 2.0 head got released with the Phantom Menace Darth Maul, yeah. Like I remember when that released and someone had put it on the Clone Wars body, and it was like, I was like, I didn't even think of that. Like, that is so genius. And so ever since I saw that picture, like literally the week of the Phantom Menace 2.0 releasing, I was like, dude, we need a 2.0 Clone Wars Maul. And then obviously the show got announced and we got the teaser and it looked like his same outfit. So I was like, oh, they got to do it. And especially with the Savage that just came out, like I was like, we need an upgrade to that original Clone Wars figure. And I think this does that. Yes, it has the boots, so it won't be like 100% accurate to Clone Wars appearance. But I think it's close enough that you can throw it on your shelf with Savage or with a Clone Wars Obi-Wan, and it would be just fine. But I want a massive like Maul Shadow Lord display with like the TK troopers. I want Merrick in there, and I hope they make the 11th brother the Crow Inquisitor, because dude, it's gonna look so good. But this figure, I'm here for it. The 2.0 head sculpt is immaculate.
I've talked to you guys about and then
Dude,
every
it's
stream you're
so
showing
good.
that off. Looks so
good.
Damn you, Jacob. I've talked to you both, you guys, about tracking down a TPM. I regret not getting that figure. So I wasn't quite as into Hot Toys as I am now when that one came out. So this one, see, and then I could pick this one up, and it does come with another alternate head sculpt. It has the so you see the screaming one and the more stoic one.
That stoic one is my favorite. I'm not to interrupt you, Cody.
No, you're good, bro. No, please interrupt me. We're just yapping, dude.
The good thing about this, though, man, or sorry, the good thing about you not picking up the Phantom Menace one is this. I mean, it's the same head sculpt, and your display is more. Yeah, I feel like your display is more of like a Clone Wars Mando-ish right now type of display.
You're spitting, bro. Yeah.
And I mean, not that you'd want to sell the Clone Wars one, but you could to someone who doesn't mind or doesn't need the 2.0 and just wants a Clone Wars one. Like, that's what I want to do, is I want to get the Clone Wars body and throw this head sculpt on.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'll just have to use like blue tack or something like that, because the Clone Wars one is magnetic and this one is not. It's a clip system.
Gotcha.
So that would be one of the reasons why I'd be so down to pick this version up. But I wonder if you could take those. I mean, it's not accurate to the show, but if you could take those pleather boots off, because I would want to display him like, I think I sent you guys a photo in the group, one of our group chats. It's like Maul's, like someone like has him like almost like ripping off like his shirt or something, and then they've got the screaming head sculpt on top of that, and it just looks so freaking good because you can see some of his Sith tattoos and his like shoulders and stuff. Anyway, that's what I would do, man.
I feel like you could take those boots off. I feel like the way the shoe is like shaped, it looks like it might just be the regular, legs underneath.
Okay. So yeah. So in that case, you could probably just take them off if I really wanted to. And then I don't have to use the blue tack with this head sculpt. And then maybe I could get you this one or something, man. So we're talking about this. So we're probably going to want this in our collection. I mean, it's got the longer horns, it's got the jagged blade, it's got the freaking hood. Yeah, that hood goes so hard. I mean, you could display him a multitude of different styles. This is that. I mean, it's not super accurate to the show, but I do like that look a lot. I do. I think it looks really, really cool.
Yeah,
and I don't mind the seamless. I'm sorry, I don't mind the wrist peg and the elbow peg. If they did seamless, sure, that's cool. But do they need to do that? No. And would it cost them a shit ton of money to do? Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bitchin', bro.
How are they supposed to reuse that?
Yeah, that would have bumped this figure up to like a $400 figure. And it's like, in my opinion, with the whole people, because that's a big thing on the internet, is people wanted a seamless torso underneath, and I'm just like, why? He never appears shirtless in the show, so why would they add that feature? And yes, Hot Toys does go the extra mile sometimes, a lot of the times, but there's no like reason for them to do it here, especially when I do get I do think they shouldn't maybe have featured the shirtless look as a promo pic here. I think that hurts them in that argument, but either way, I don't think a seamless torso. I'm never going to display him shirtless. So that seamless torso, I guarantee probably 95% of people wouldn't have displayed him shirtless. So why are they adding that extra $100 onto a figure that just doesn't need it?
Yep.
Yeah. I just want him to be taking off his shirt, like he's about to F up someone. Not like a completely shirtless look. I'll have to send you guys that photo again. But look at 4 different styles. I mean, the top left is that's probably how I'd rock him. That just goes so hard.
it sucks to cover up that head sculpt because it's so fucking good. But man, the aura he has with the hood up, like, dude, whenever he was in the show and the hood was up, bro, Maul was moving different, bro. Maul was just moving different. Like,
I love when he psyched him out with, I think he used Scorn or Icarus to pretend they were Maul.
Yeah.
And he just comes, I don't know if he drops out of the freaking ether or whatever, but yeah, he had the robe on. And he was just going, God, that show is so good, man. I'm so sad we didn't get it yesterday.
Good. I know, dude. Oh.
Damn. Or Monday, I mean.
All Mondays are over.
Mondays.
I wanted to pull up this shot because Dusty had a question, and you guys would be better to ask than me. Do y'all think we'd get another Merrick?
Oh, yes. Hot Toys is not going to throw away money like that just for a simple repaint. I think we're going to get a new painted Merrick. Not a new body, but new painted.
Right. Yeah, and I definitely thought that too, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, if Merrick was a little bit of an older figure, I think I'd be more confident in being like, oh yeah, we're getting a new Merrick. But and like they definitely could. It's one of those that you could make an exclusive. They really like doing that for like the more niche characters. And I didn't take enough time to look, but I tried to make some mental notes of seeing if his armor was any different in the Maul show, and I don't think it is. If it is, it's very, very minor. But like a matte black with some of those like kind of grayish battle damage kind of scraping off paint look from the Maul show. Like, dude, it would look so good. And yeah, I mean, that figure would be amazing because the Merrick figure from Hot Toys is a fantastic figure.
Oh yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Shit, damn it.
I really want an 11th brother though. That's like oh man.
It is one of the coolest Inquisitor designs that I think I've ever seen, for sure.
Yep.
And TVC has 11th brother, right? Vintage collection. I know we're talking Hot Toys here. Black Series still doesn't.
Yeah, no,
Black Series does.
Black Series 11th brother. Oh, I'm tripping, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think TVC does as well. I can't remember if they did.
Yeah, I can't remember now either. Damn it. But yeah, this thing looks phenomenal.
Oh, that photo right there, dude. Ooh.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Bro,
I do wish the hood was just maybe a little bit bigger. There right there looks a lot better. I felt in the show it had like this nice, like just big aspect to it. But
hell yeah, dude.
I think right here, this shot definitely looks a lot better.
Yeah. So there is Maul from Shadow Lord. He looks freaking stellar. And we were talking about in the pre-show, the likeness on this, that is Mark Hamill all day. But the look, it was just a miss. Like, what of all the looks they could have done from the sequels, like, I know they make, like, especially like all the Iron Men they do. Like, I see some people bitch about Hot Toys, but this was one like, dude, you were going to do a sequel, Luke. Like, bro, Crate is the first one that comes to mind. Like, that's the one that that's the most iconic part for Luke probably in the sequels. And that's the most Luke that we see Luke in the sequels. But what do y'all think about this figure, guys?
Just an insanely good likeness to Mark Hamill, like you said, Stoned. Love that picture right there. And another thing we were talking about in the pre-show, Hot Toys excels at doing older people's likenesses. And it's probably just because they have more detail to work with compared to a younger person. But that Artisan hair looks sculpted to me. That is just tip top, and makes the sculpted beard look synonymous, right? So, it just sucks that it's not maybe the outfit that we wanted. Not that we. Well, I don't want to say that. Not that we don't want Luke figures from the sequels, but out of all of them, they had to do this one. So that just tells you that we'll probably end up getting the Crate Luke that everybody wants one day. So yeah, I don't have too much to say. It is going to be a pass. Last time I checked, it was still available on Sideshow.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just do a live check. It's almost gone. It's still available. Longest in stock Artisan figure in Hot Toys history, I believe.
Damn,
crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. It's a cool looking. It's a good looking figure. Like,
yeah,
the outfit looks cool, but it's just not the look that I think is desired.
Yeah,
I'm assuming this is a pass for you, right, Hendrix?
Yeah, no, I know it's a tiring subject, but the sequels just aren't my jam. So like I said a little bit earlier, I think I like to keep it to the original 6 movies and some of the shows I like, obviously, but my main focus is the original 6 movies. That's what I kind of want my main display to look like, and focus on. So this is definitely a pass for me, but I'm still, I still think that we should get sequel figures. Maybe obviously the demand isn't quite as high as other areas of Star Wars. A lot of companies, I mean, really no other company right now is making sequel merchandise.
That's true.
And obviously there's a reason for that. But I still think there are fans out there, and the exclusive idea on this is a good aspect to still get those fans figures of stuff they like, even if it's a lower quantity. But using the exclusive tag is great. I just think that doing this, and then they'll see the numbers from this and be like, well, no one wants sequel figures. And the thing I've seen most, I mean, like I just said, I don't really love the sequels. I don't plan on displaying any sequel area in the collection. But even I would be tempted to grab like an Artisan Kylo. If it was done really well, like chrome on the helmet, the big black hair, like I think they could kill a Force Awakens Kylo. Artisan edition. And I think if they would have started with that, we could have actually seen a few more sequel figures down the line. But this one just, I mean, I would have even rather seen them make like a Rey before this Luke. Crate Luke, obviously, I think they do need to update that figure. Some people just like that look as their Legends old man Luke, so I think they're still maybe somewhat smaller, but I do think there's a part of the collecting community that still wants sequel stuff, and I think that they're gonna get the wrong idea from how this performs.
Our buddy our buddy Commander Cook has a phenomenal looking Rey sculpt custom that's being done, and I was like, dude, if Hot Toys made that, I could consider potentially snagging it. Force Awakens Kylo, probably his drippiest outfit, looks so freaking good. Supreme Leader is pretty cool too, but that wool hood with the black wrap and bindings and stuff. Kylo's Artisan Kylo would go hard, but alas, apparently that's how they gauge if they're going to make more figures from a certain era. Is let's put one out and see how it does, and if it doesn't do well, we're not going to make any more. So.
Black and white, very black and white. If it doesn't make money, if they're not profiting from it, they don't want to touch it. They don't want nothing to do with it.
No, they don't.
That's like real quick comparison when McFarlane started doing the Avatar: The Last Airbender figures. Those things did not sell well. There was like 2 waves, and then he just stopped making them motherfuckers. He's like, nope, we're not doing that. Not doing that.
Goodbye.
It upsets me though, because now we're not, because of how this is going to perform, probably instead of staring for the sequels, we're probably not going to get a Rose Tico hot toy, dude, which is kind of crazy.
Bro,
Anyways,
you know what's
go ahead.
crazy? You know what's crazy is I bet the Hot Toys Jar Jar sold double what a Luke Skywalker figure sold.
Kind of crazy.
Like I would bet money that Jar Jar sold a lot more units than that Luke. And that's just like, man, like why'd you have to pick that one to start with?
I would not take that bet, because I think you're exactly right, dude. That Jar Jar is going to be sick.
Dude, it looks so good. The seamless body. I mean, that's who needed a seamless body was Jar Jar, and dude, it looks so good. The teeth on Savage look so good, and so like that. Just I'm like, they're gonna kill it with the Jar Jar teeth. Like they're gonna look so good.
Dude.
You already know if they end up doing that Padawan Obi-Wan. And because of the figure on the screen right here, maybe we could get a Jake Lloyd Anakin. That is a missing figure from a lot of collectors' displays. They have Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader, Return of the Jedi Vader, the new table Vader from Revenge of the Sith coming out. We do need a Jake Lloyd representation for Anakin. That's his start to his Vader journey.
Yeah.
So I was talking about that and something else. I can't remember. Anyway, Ahsoka's here.
No, you're good, dude. But imagine having, like you were just saying, imagine having a Hot Toys display where you have Anakin, Attack of the Clones Anakin, Revenge of the Sith Anakin, and then Vader. That would be like a gnarly, nasty display for sure.
Dude, so good. Having like a Jake Lloyd Anakin, just basically recreating that poster of him walking towards us, and then having right behind him, have him Vader, but have Vader's like head turned a little bit like he's looking back. Dude, that would be so good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, I was gonna
ideal.
I was gonna also say the Jar Jar will skyrocket in price if they ever did a Padawan Obi-Wan and Anakin too. But because Qui-Gon's coming out, like, I mean, boom, there you go. There's like your homies from Phantom Menace.
Yep.
Bro, TPM Padme, please. And if they do the red dress, it's I think that's a no hesitation.
Dude,
No
immediate.
Yeah.
That they could like really make that like a beautiful figure, like art piece, beautiful.
Absolutely. Hear me out, guys. I would love. Oh, here we go. But we were gonna get into it in a minute, Dusty. Dude, there is just something. I talk to my wife about this all the time. There is something about that blue outfit that Padme wears in Phantom Menace. It just reminds me of like Viking Scandinavian like dress, like, because in the shows people like to think that they were wearing leather and like chain leather. It wasn't like they were actually wearing like dyed garments and overlay, but like that blue outfit that Padme is wearing for most of that movie is probably my favorite look for Padme. If they ever did a hot toy red dress instant pickup, but I don't know how likely is it that you do, before we jump into this Ahsoka, how likely is it do you think they would do that blue suit, that blue outfit that she wears for most of TPM? Probably very unlikely.
Very, very unlikely, but I was just I think I was talking to Tommy, Blitz Transmissions, about this the other day. At this point, bro, never say never.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that they're making figures like the Sacy Tin that just got announced.
Yes.
I mean, even some of the nicher clones is kind of surprising. So yeah, I mean, dude, they made Jar Jar. Like Jar Jar that was one that I was like, man, like, I don't know if that'll ever come, but yeah, so never say never, but like I would say red dress is semi likely. Like I do think that's a possible figure we could get, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely one that probably isn't high up there. And
the next one I could.
That's too niche of a look.
Oh yeah, the next one I could see them doing potentially would be a like a 2.0 / battle damage Padme from Attack of the Clones.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That would be sick. I would
Just
love that.
give us a new head sculpt or something.
And that makes much more sense because they already have that, so that would be much more doable for sure. Yeah. But there was some controversy surrounding this figure. I think it got a little too much hate. Now, I'm not too fond of this figure. I've talked to both of you guys about it. Not a big fan. I'm not. The Ariana Greenblatt likeness is awesome. I just don't really care for it, and just not my cup of tea, really. But it is a good looking figure. But people were a little mad because it didn't have the seamless joints and all that stuff. But also there was some, people were talking about too much skin showing, looking a little young, and I think it got a little taken out of hand because Hendrix, you said something in the chat, and I asked my wife too this, and it kind of like correlated with me because I asked my wife, I was like, "There's some." We were talking about. I was telling her I'm going to do a stream with some buddies on some Hot Toys, yada yada. There's this one that's kind of controversial, and she was like, "Controversial? What, they do something like weird or like just off?" And I was like, "Well," I showed it to her, and she was like, "That's not what I thought you were going to show me." And I was like, "Yeah, it's not really that bad, but like people just kind of take things and run with it." And then Hendrix, you had said something to us about you showing your mom, like no context, just showing her like, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And it's like, it's Ahsoka and it's a figure of Ahsoka, like as simple as that. But y'all know more about the controversy within all that. I think you guys are. I don't really watch much 1/6 scale stuff, to be honest with you. I watch Justin's collections. I watch Hendrix. I watch your stuff from time to time. I really don't watch a lot of 1/6 scale stuff, to be honest with you guys. But is there anything y'all like? Enlighten me to the controversy. Feel free.
So basically, in my opinion, like this is the best argument I've seen for why this is maybe off-putting to some people. So the Clone Wars flashbacks in the Ahsoka series, where this likeness is based off. They're using this actress's likeness. Yeah. She is underage. And in those flashbacks, she technically should have looked like this.
Right.
This was the canonical outfit for that battle, the Battle of Teth. She was wearing this outfit. So they retconned it in the Ahsoka series. They retconned it to make her have the more later season looks with the full shirt. And so clearly, they've never come out and said this, but you can assume that they probably retconned this look because they're not going to put an underage girl on screen in live action in a tube top.
Right.
So, and I will say this is a decent argument. Like, I'm not going to lie. And I own this figure. I have it sitting right next to me. This is a look that I want in my collection. But yeah, this is the best argument I've seen. So they retconned this look in live action because the actress was underage. So why would Hot Toys go back, use that likeness to retroactively make that look anyway, essentially? And yeah, that's a pretty good argument. I just think personally, we didn't need to see her necessarily in this look in the Ahsoka series. I don't think anyone I saw was mad that she didn't look like this. But as collectors, we still want certain looks and specific looks to figures in our collection. And I think we were talking about it earlier, but Hot Toys, when they make an animated figure, they use the live action likeness, or if there isn't one, they try to make their own in a way. Yeah. But for a young Ahsoka, they have that likeness. So they're altering the likeness because they even aged her down a bit more for this figure to make this look. And for me personally, on the shelf, like this picture right here with Rada sticking out of the backpack, and it just, I went and saw the Clone Wars movie when I was a kid. My mom took me to the movie, and I remember seeing Ahsoka with, you know, Jabba's son in her backpack running around with Anakin, and I was so happy that Star Wars was continuing, and, you know, Revenge of the Sith wasn't going to be the last time we saw these characters. And so for me, like I said earlier, you know, as a kid, I always envisioned having a Star Wars museum. So in my opinion, yes, I will say when I first saw this figure, I was it's a bit jarring at first. You're just like, oh, like that's, you know, that's an interesting, like, I just didn't think that they were going to use that likeness for, you know, this look of Ahsoka. But like, you know, this isn't the first time a company has made this figure. Yes, they've all been more stylized or using like an animated style likeness. But even the Black Series 3.75 line back in the day used to do the same thing, where they would take the animated figure or the animated character and interpret it into live action. And they did that with this Ahsoka. So I get that it's ultra realistic with Hot Toys, so it looks extra real. But I find it hard to believe that any person that should be taken seriously is, you know, buying this figure for any other reason than they liked this character in a movie they saw when they were a kid. You know, I'm sure there's weird people out there that will buy this figure for weird reasons, but like, I mean, people with AI nowadays, like, people do weird stuff all the time, you know, like, I don't think a figure should be penalized for the weirdness of other people, you know. It's them being weird. It's not the figure.
No, it's not.
It's someone looking at this and seeing something different than it's supposed to be. Like, come on, like, we're adults. We can recognize that this is an alien, you know, girl with a slug in her backpack with a laser sword. Like, I don't think that it's supposed to be taken that seriously, you know? But like I said, there are good arguments. I do, in an ideal world, yes, they maybe should have made this a more animated likeness or not based on that actress, but, you know, that's just what it is. They want it to fit in with your other Ahsoka that looks like this. You know, they want this to fit in with Anakin, who we've seen in the Ahsoka series with Ahsoka. So this should be the same Ahsoka, you know, like, in that aspect. Yeah. Like, of course they're going to use the same likeness. So that's all I got to say.
Well said, man.
No, thank you for sharing your thoughts, dude. Because I thought it was getting a little bit over. I thought it was a little bit too much myself, you know, and I'm not even really in the space like you guys are. So I was just curious, Jacob. Me and you, I was kind of picking your brain about that because you were kind of giving me, because then I was like, oh shit, they canceled it. Then I was asking you about that, and I heard they were still honoring orders. Obviously, Hendrix, you got yours. You were showing it to us earlier. Definitely got taken out of proportion, man. I think anybody who's an Ahsoka fan is going to see this and just see it as a younger look of the character and wants to get that representation. It is literally that simple, and anything beyond that is just it's just too much. People are just taking something and running with, like, are you now a different conversation because this is like a younger looking character, but it's like and we get called gooners for this because we want a Black Series slave or Slayer Leia, you know, like, but I just want the look for that character. Like, I'm gonna get it and just gawk at it like it's a hentai,
Right.
like, weird goon statue. Like, no.
Yeah, no,
know?
it's a representation of something that we used to watch as kids. And like Slave Leia is a perfect example. I would love a Slave Leia with like the Weapon X Wolverine. See, that's the thing, is it is a bit like it's a double standard, because that Wolverine, no one thinks twice that he's in his underwear.
No,
Like,
exactly,
just
bro.
But women might look at that and be like, damn, bro, like that dude, he's looking good. You know, it's Hugh Jackman. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So like that's not weird, but the look of Leia in the bikini, like, and I would want the same deal, the full silicone, just like that Weapon X. And like, I don't think that should be like a weird thing. Like, just because you want, like I said, I don't think it should be the figure or the character's fault because people are weird, you know? Like, the figure's not weird, people are weird.
Yep.
Yeah, like, isn't this one of her? I mean, the Torqueruda are known for their, you know, sense of, I guess you'd say, like, fashion and peacefulness and tranquility, and their culture is very. That's why it's so interesting that Ahsoka is a Jedi, because it's very not so her, like, culture and her race, from, you know, the Torquerudas for the most part, except from Shaak Ti, right? But that's a different story. So yeah, it's like, this is just kind of her. That is just like her people's clothing in a way. Now, one thing I would say is, like, maybe give her some armor. Like, Anakin has got armor, Obi-Wan's got Clone Wars armor. Give Ahsoka like a Clone Wars look, you know, that we could get as well. With some armor on her. But she can handle herself. Yeah, you know, there's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said or that people haven't heard from other places. This was a look. It was retconned. Okay, that is one argument. But this is still her look from when we saw her. She's an alien species. She's not a teenage girl, so she doesn't adhere to the same standards as dressing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you really are that upset over it, just throw the cloak on her. Just throw the cloak on her. Just do it.
Or get the retconned look from Ahsoka.
Or that too. Boom. There you go.
I have that figure too, and that was like, I don't know. People. So this is a thing in the Hot Toys community, really in the 1/6 community, since they are so lifelike figures.
Yeah.
People just get weirded out about underage characters made into figures. People were weird about it with the in-art Harry Potter. Yeah, like people just, I don't know why, but it makes people uncomfortable. But just like we were saying, like, we'd love a Jake Lloyd Anakin,
for sure.
Like, I don't know why that is. It's not weird when it's a 6-inch Black Series, but when it's more realistic, it is weird. Like, I guess I just don't understand why. Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I just wanted to.
No,
sorry,
you go ahead.
I just wanted to say what's up to X-Man Supreme. Hey, dude, I watch you you're on a lot of shows that I watch, and you seem like a cool dude that's very knowledgeable about 6 scale. So thanks for popping in and hanging out with us tonight, man.
Yeah, thanks, X-Man. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. And you're exact. Yep, Jacob was just saying earlier, Torquerudas and Twi'leks are similar in a lot of ways, wherein they're, because they don't even dress, like Aayla Secura doesn't even dress. She doesn't wear robes either. She wears like her people's clothes. So
right. Well, and like, I like what you said, Jacob, about the culture. Like, we don't know what their culture is like. You look at, you know, tribes in Africa, like, they don't really wear clothes in general. You know, it's a totally different, and that's not weird to them. You know, it's just different cultures, just anything like that. Like, there's no reason for this to be made something that it never should have been. Like, this is just Ahsoka from the Clone Wars movie.
Absolutely. That simple.
And Rada too. Look at Rada. He's so cool, man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, like, that's what took this over the edge for me, because I have that original Ahsoka flashback, young Ahsoka. And if Rada was not included here, I probably wouldn't have got this. Okay. But Rada in the backpack, because there was 3.75 back in the day. That was basically this figure, but in 3.75 scale. And so, like, that's literally what it is to me. Like, Rada in the backpack, I was like, oh, I gotta get it. Like, I need this representation on the shelf, because it's before the Clone Wars, because the Clone Wars movie is just like the first 4 episodes just all put together, and they just decided to release it as a movie. And it was definitely like before the Clone Wars really got good. So the movie's not great, but like, it's just, I don't know, like, this look in particular, like I said earlier, makes me feel like a little kid watching that movie again, just amazed that we were seeing stuff that we had never seen before, like Asajj Ventress. Like, I was so hyped to see Asajj Ventress because I knew her from the 2003 Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And like, I thought that was so cool that they had brought her back for that. And like, yeah, so this was just one I had to have in the collection.
Nice, man. Dude. Glad you got it.
I am too, man. I'm happy for people that were excited for it and that already have it. That's what matters. And then I think my boy is in that. Oh no, different one. So we were kind of you kind of slid us some information, Hendrix, not to put it all out there too much, but this was kind of crazy, to be honest. Like, it's very Hot Toys, dude. They've been kind of putting themselves out there a little bit with some of these. Like, dude, they just did that. You have the concept art Darth Maul. You got that at ICC the last year.
Yep.
And I know you're copping this, dude, but I wanted to pick your brain and that, Jake. I want to know what you think too, bro. But the hair, I think that's the main thing with this figure that I've seen everybody talking about. It's very, very early 90s,
I'd almost go as far as to say like 80s, kind of like,
yeah.
I mean, honestly,
rock starish hair,
kind of poofy. Yeah, it's kind of big, like hairspray. And because you're like using the Force, he's got 3 cans of hairspray, and Padme's like, "That's enough, Anakin." I just made a whole skit in my head. There you go. But he looks wicked though, dude. Like, he looks the purple cape, the eyes look amazing. There's 2 different head sculpts on this. You get the blue blade option too. So you can do the light side, dark side. I think for this outfit, though, I know that doesn't the concept art have him with the blue blade, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
But man, just look at the red real quick. I just feel like that's just like nasty. Like, and what bases? I feel like I recognize that, but you guys are way better at the bases than I am.
Yeah, this base came with like Endor Han. It came with the Clone Wars Sidious. Okay. It's come with a few figures now.
What did you guys think about? We'll just jump with you, Jacob.
Yeah.
I'll go back and forth. What do you think, bro?
Lots of potential, vampire references to be made here. I think we did one with like a rock star with the 80s hair, kind of. It's there's so many different concept art styles that they make for movies. We saw the concept Darth Maul, which looked, that was a total rework on the Phantom Menace figure.
Yeah.
So I would have just maybe liked to see them do something a little. This is pretty out there. He's got the pimp cloak on and that royal kind of dark reddish maroon burgundy purplish color, like you said, Stoned.
Yeah, bro.
The hair is not doing it for me.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan. It's very voluminous. I wish I had that hair. I have no hair actually. So
same, bro. Same.
Stone, we could split it, and he'll still have hair.
He'll still have plenty, bro. Yeah.
So one thing that the name is Artisan, And I know that doesn't mean anything aside from the hair, but I really wish that they would have just done some leather tabards on this.
Yeah.
And I think this figure would have sold out in mere milliseconds. They didn't do that though. Hot Toys is going to Hot Toys. And aside from that, the red eyes look with the red saber is how I would go. This could be like Emperor Anakin. There you go, X-Men. This could be like potential Emperor Anakin, right? He's telling Padme that they could destroy the Emperor and rule the galaxy together. This could have been that Anakin. That this does look like a little bit more of a regal garb to suit him to that type of title. So yeah, man, I'd love to hear Skywalker's opinions if he's gonna pick this one up.
Yeah, I mean, I really am on the fence with this one. This is a tough one because Anakin is my favorite character of all time. I'm one of those. I have basically every Anakin or Darth Vader that Hot Toys has done. So in that sense, like I feel like I need this one. But I don't know, like if I got this, I know that the pants and the boots are a little bit darker. They're a more gray and black color. But with the double gloved look, I almost would want to throw like a Clone Wars head on this. Like the flashback Anakin head sculpt and make it like a later season Anakin from the Clone Wars. But I like when they do stuff like this. Like this really reminds me, and I would probably display it with the Dark Empire Luke with like the Vader suit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe it's the like robe cape that is on that figure too that is making me want to pair them together. But there's something about it. I'm just like this next to that Luke. I just feel like would slap in a display. And so for that reason, I kind of want to grab this. The hair is definitely an aspect that's holding me back a little bit. I wish that they would have went a little more movie style with the hair.
Yeah.
Because basically in the concept art, and it's artwork, it's not super detailed, but essentially in the concept art, his hair's kind of slicked back, and then there's like a Superman curl almost hanging out front. So I would have wished either they went a little bit more like that and done, I don't know, did you guys see the Hot Toys Artisan John Wick? That has like a slicked back hair. Almost would have liked something a little bit more like that. And then maybe just like one piece, like one little strand hanging down. Something like that. This definitely is just a bit more like just all over the place in my opinion. Or if they didn't want to go quite that like stylized, I wish they would have just done a little bit maybe longer Revenge of the Sith hair, the swoop over in the front, and then so I don't know. I this is one that I could see myself grabbing, but I could see myself, maybe wanting to pass on it.
I think it would be so cool. Like I feel like this is what Anakin would look like if he killed Palpatine and he had not killed Padme, and then it was so dusty. It's like you read my mind, dude. I was thinking like, how cool would it be if they did like a Dark Empress Padme? Like if she did join Anakin, like if she was like, well, fuck, okay, daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just went along with him after everything. And he was like, just babe, we got this. Let's just fuck the Emperor. This is what Anakin would look like, in my opinion. Like he'd be Lord Skywalker, literally, dude, And you're spitting, Dusty. That's so weird that you said that, dude, because I was literally in the back of my mind thinking about that. It is a cool look, man. But I get you kind of being on the fence about it, for sure. But that, dude, it's something I feel like you got. If I was to get this, and this shot here, the hair looks better to me for some reason. I think maybe the way they kind of have it swoop, it almost looks more slicked back here, kind of like you were saying with the John Wick. The other ones look like it's kind of I'm not. Let me
and with the moving eyes and stuff, like angles are everything with figures like this. You know, you get a head tilt in there with the eyes off to whatever direction. Like it really is a game changer on how a figure can look, literally just based on movable eyes. Like it's crazy, and that's something that I love that Hot Toys has integrated into every release. You know, every figure has movable eyes now, and it really takes it to the next level. Like it's so this could definitely this is one of those figures that you could probably make look really cool in the display.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, there's the concept art. Yeah, his hair does look more slick back there. Gotcha.
That's an epic look too.
Yeah,
it's kind of Count Dooku-ish a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little more just regular Revenge of the Sith hair, but just with that little like drop down curl, just like one strand that just got away. And I dig it. Like I wish they would have went maybe a little more stylized, and maybe, you know, you never know if they tried that and it didn't look great, or, you know, this might have been the best option they could have done without just doing the Revenge of the Sith hair. So you never know, but yeah, I think this picture is just really cool. And like, even just the hair being tucked behind the ears, like, and maybe, you know, that's something I've seen a lot of talented people, and this is a figure, you know, I have both of the other Artisan Anakins, and I would never touch their hair. Like, my copies came out perfect, and I would never try to like restyle it. But this is a figure, if I got this figure, I would maybe try to restyle it.
Yeah, because I know when you first got the Artisan Revenge of the Sith Anakin, and I was talking to you about that, you had told me there was like a waxiness, almost like it was like hairspray, like it was almost like just to keep everything in place, and still and everything.
They essentially, I mean, when you get it out of the package, it almost feels like a sculpted hair, you know, scenario. It's just something I've noticed out of people that have Artisan figures is the more they pose the head and the more they have their hands on that hair, the hairspray comes off on their fingers. So it loses that structure, and that's where you can get the crazy hair.
Yeah. On my Inart Snape, I would use gloves to like put the head sculpt on and make sure it was on perfectly, and then
smart move.
Try not to mess it, because the oils on your fingers, like I vigorously wash my hands, but like you accidentally touch your face or something and you're not even paying attention, and it just like Skywalker said, it really over time it gets that shit off and looks like crap. So
dude, I wash my, call me crazy, I've talked to Troy about this and a couple other people too. I wash my hands before I come in and mess with my figures as much as I can. I know I might be weird with that.
No, I do the same thing.
Yeah,
okay, because like you're just getting that excess oil off it's going to help the paint over time. Like, okay, you'd be surprised how many people actually do it. Made me feel better. So it's cool that y'all do too.
Yeah, I do. I also have OCD, and like not to a severe extent, but like I get weird with stuff sometimes, and that's one of them. Like I'm not touching my Hot Toys if even like I have a dog, so like if I'm wrestling with her or something and I got dog hair, I'll change my shirt just so I don't get like dog hair all over my freaking Darth Vader cape, you know.
Hell yeah. Dude, I get like I can't, bro. I will get autistic if my hands get sticky. and I touch
Dude,
it
back.
and get that sticky, and then that gets something else sticky, bro. And it's like a cycle. I can't even think of it. I'm
Back.
getting like anxious talking about it. Jesus.
No, dude, I'm the same way, bro.
Yeah. So we are not alone. If you wash your hands before you touch your figures, you're not alone, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
We're about to get to okay. I'm a yap for a minute because I had talked to you guys about this. I was like, when do you think they're going to do Qui-Gon? We were talking about this for probably, I don't know, maybe not quite a year, maybe like 7 or 8 months, something like that. But I have been talking to y'all about, because I think the last time they did Qui-Gon was what, 2020, 2021, Hendrix?
Dude, it might have been 2018, 2019. Like,
It's been a long time.
It was right before they like really started to step it up in quality. Like it was such a shame because he's a figure that I've wanted for a long time, and I've thought about going back to grab him. And that's kind of a rule I've developed is just wait for 2.0s. They're always going to make another version of these figures. And so like I don't go back to like get older figures just because the quality's not quite there. And at the time they were great figures, but they've really like stepped it up an insane amount the last going on probably 4 years now. Really when they started doing the movable eyes is when I started to see like, okay, they're really like going the extra mile here. And that figure came out probably 2018, 2019. And it doesn't quite look as good as even other head sculpts. Like even back then it was kind of a miss of a head sculpt.
Yeah.
Not that it like was terrible, but like it just you knew it wasn't Hot Toys' best foot forward.
Yeah. This one so I was on the fence. The Artisan looks absolutely fucking stunning, dude. Like I was really on the fence about doing this, but I did end up going sculpted. Like, dude, just look at that. Look at that fucking shot right there, bro.
It's insane.
That, like, to me is my favorite Jedi. I've been waiting for this fucking moment since I started collecting Hot Toys. Well, I mean, I looked it up and I found that the older one. I was like, nah, not gonna do that. And then it's very pricey. Like that one has gotten very expensive, dude.
Yeah.
Insane. How much is that one going for? Do you know off the top of your head, Hendrix? I haven't looked in a while, dude. Like,
obviously, since this one was announced, it's dropped quite drastically. You could probably get it for like $250 right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was going for $380.
Yeah.
Upwards of $380 all day.
For
which
older one too.
For a figure that old is insane. I mean, it was the same thing for that Yoda, the original Attack of the Clones Yoda, which, like I said, was a great figure and is a great figure. But that one even was going for like $380, and he's a small character, you know.
For sure.
And like, so it is nice too that we get these upgrades, because then if someone likes the older version more, which there are people like that out there, that want the older figure because they just don't think, you know, it's enough of an upgrade or whatever. And that drops the price down for them. So like, and then people that do want the upgrade, you just get a better figure.
Yeah. Without a doubt. I did go sculpted. I was just thinking about the humidity here in South Carolina. It is super humid in South Carolina, especially where I'm at. I'm like near a lake and shit. I feel like for action poses, it's going to be a little awkward. Like this one kind of pulls it off okay, where the shoulder, this one you can kind of see it looks a little funky right in here. So certain poses are not going to be as realistic compared where when you look at this, like the wool hair is I mean, he's just a handsome devil, just to put it plainly. I mean, look at him. He's perfect. Like look
Yeah,
at
that looks
that, dude.
great.
Casanova, buy me a drink. Yeah, for sure.
And it's crazy how they get like the hair color just on point.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they dye the wool hair or like I don't know, but
Yeah.
oh man, dude, and it just like you were saying with the Yoda wool hair on that, like it just adds this extra realism that just really takes it to the next level, and it looks, which to be fair, the flashback Ahsoka Anakin, the Clone Wars Anakin from Ahsoka, that is the best sculpted hair I've ever seen in my life. That might be the best like human likeness in my collection. That Hayden head is insane. So they can make with this technology nowadays, they can make hair look super realistic, like it is, you know, an artisan figure. So you never know, this could turn out that way. And I still think the sculpted looks superb.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just one of those things when you put it next to the artisan. Like if they only announced the sculpted, no one would see it any difference because there is none, you know. But when you're comparing it to the wool hair, like it's gonna stand out more. So, but when you have it on your shelf and it's isolated and it's just on your shelf, it's gonna look perfect either way.
For
like
sure.
The wool hair is just something that it's just that next level that if you get real up close for it, or for people that do photography, but like for your average collector that's just gonna have it on a shelf and just, you know, look at it from afar every once in a while, you know, it definitely, it's like, because it's an extra $100 on the figure, and it is just hair. And yes, to me personally, I think for what I want in my collection, I love the realism. Like that is really what scratches that collecting itch for me, is like it looks like a real person on my shelf. So I go artisan, but a perfect example is the Obi-Wan from Attack of the Clones. I actually think the sculpted looks better, just the styling of it, than the artisan. I think the artisan looks just the way it's styled isn't quite Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan in my mind's eye. So the sculpted just looks spot on. So I went sculpted for that one because I just think it looks better.
For sure. I do not blame for like what you already have like a very established collection. So you go in the realism route, totally get it. But then you just said it too.
Right.
Me and Jacob, we're kind of talking about it, but for someone like me, who's I'm much more of a casual Hot Toys collector, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna look at it on the shelf, dude. That's all I'm gonna be doing. I'm not taking pictures of it or doing anything crazy. I have other people to watch on Instagram for that kind of shit, you know.
Right.
The Hot Toys has always been known for their sculpted hair, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. I think it still looks amazing. I was contemplating that $100, and I was already talking about it with my wife. Obviously, she was cool with it, but I was like, "Fuck it." Then Jacob, I talked with you. You were talking. I've mentioned with you how humid it is here.
Humidity,
and this room back here. Before I move, I don't know how long I'm going to be in this back room. So for some reason, the back room of my house gets a little bit more hot and humid than the rest of the house. So before I move it, I'm just thinking about longevity for me. And this is just the right. When it comes down to it, it's really just what's best for you. And as for me, a collector, sculpted was the way to go. And for Hendrix, he was able to take the artisan route, and they're both going to look fantastic on the shelf.
Oh yeah.
Now that wool implemented hair is going to be just. This is a dude. Maybe I don't want to say it's like my bias for Qui-Gon, and because I've been wanting him since I started getting into Hot Toys. But I feel like this has got to be one of their best likenesses, dude. The way the sculpted facial
I agree.
hair, like it blends with the wool hair so perfect. Like it almost looks like it's wool too, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those like perfect harmonies where it just the hairstyle almost like calls to be an artisan piece, you know?
Yeah.
It like, and I've always said this, I love the artisan figures, but not every figure needs to be artisan. And this is one that I think if they didn't do artisan, they would have been, you know, it would have been a mistake if they didn't give an artisan option on this. But in the contrary to that, I also think it's a mistake when they don't offer a sculpted version as well. Because so I've said this a few times, but with my artisan Anakins, I don't touch those figures. You know, I might pose them once a year, put them back on the shelf, and they stay there. Where I got the new sculpted Anakin that they're doing, and I'm just as excited for that figure because it's an Anakin that I get to pose around on the shelf.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be afraid to mess up the hair because it has sculpted hair. So there's a time and a place for both. And I think people that are like, oh, we just need artisan from now on. We just need seamless bodies from now on.
Yeah, like why?
Like there's just some figures call for it, some figures don't. And this is a figure that it works perfectly on. And it just, yeah, it looks amazing. I actually grabbed 2 of the artisan versions of this figure because for some reason, I'm a huge poncho and Star Wars guy. I love Star Wars ponchos. Yeah. So having him in that middle picture with the poncho, I'll probably do either the poncho with the communicator or I'll have him with the Nubian. And I pray for the day we get a Watto in Hot Toys because having him with displayed like that with the Nubian and the poncho on next to Watto, dude, it's going to be so good. And then my second Qui-Gon is just going to be in the robes, probably fighting Darth Maul with his cloak on. I love that original Tatooine fight when I don't know what it is. Darth Maul, people always glaze the double-bladed lightsaber. I love when he uses just one blade. Yeah. And he's got like the long hilt and the one blade. For some reason with the cloak on, it hits, dude. I love that image of Maul looking up at the ship flying away. And he's just standing. Dude, so good. He's so like,
lights it down. Yeah, bro.
So I'm a prequel kid. I grew up watching the prequels heavy. Like I love the OT, and I always say I love them equally, but in different ways. Yeah. But like there's something about the iconography of just like the look of the prequels that just it hits that part of my brain that I love it. So having representation like this on the shelf is just amazing.
Yeah, I when they do, it was a Saturday morning, and I woke up, and it was like I slept in that morning with my wife. It was like 9:30. First thing I open up Instagram, and I'm like, no fucking way. There's no motherfucking way. I was like, babe, guess who they did a Hot Toys of? She was like, Qui-Gon. She guessed it.
You know, the cool thing about the sculpted hair is in the past, there have been figures that they've done with more pliable styled hair. And I do think that this will apply to that figure.
Yeah, kind of have some like flex to it a little bit.
Yeah, so I think you'll be able to maybe not completely get him to turn his head like, but
looks like it's kind of got some flex right in this pose, you know?
Yeah.
He looks so good, man.
Yeah,
And with the
especially that poncho. Oh
yes.
yeah.
I know, man. Hendrix got me wanting to get two. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I love his poncho. I want a black series of him with his poncho. I was hoping that the 3-pack with the GameStop 3-pack would have come with it, but they just gave him the robe. Which, hey, I'm thankful for the robe, of course, but at the same time, a poncho would have been, it would have been so good. Would have been so good. And even just in his regular robes looks good. But what else did you have to say, Jake? Because you got the sculpted hair too, didn't you, bro? Or you're going to get the sculpted?
Yeah. Sculpted is the move with this one, and I'm not sure how I would display him. Probably like this, because that's towards the end scene when we see him battling Maul with Obi-Wan. And gosh, he's finally here. It's been a long time in the making for a 2.0 Qui-Gon. And they absolutely exceeded it. They went above and beyond. I've had I've heard some folks say that the likeness is too sharp and it just doesn't make sense. I don't even want to read back what he said.
What does that even mean?
It's too good.
It's too good. Yeah, it's like what?
Okay.
What? You're not even speaking English right now, so
you can see almost like the pores in his skin, bro. Like his brow lines, like everything. It's perfect.
It's Liam Neeson to a T. That's what he looked like. Yeah. So, and he was what, like 45 years old then. So it's like they just absolutely nailed his age and the wrinkles and the definition of who Liam was back in the day. He's not as spry as he was once. He's not a spring chicken anymore. I think he's pushing to 80 years old or something, right?
Oh, damn. Is he that old? That's crazy.
72 or 75 or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So, insanely great figure. I wish they would have done sculpted boots. That's my only gripe. They did it with the Phantom Menace Maul. It would have been kind of cool to see them continue that or try that same thing. Now, the only downside is you really can't get Maul's feet to move at all. So I understand the hesitation and why they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Apparently, Hot Toys uses high quality pleather, so it shouldn't be an issue.
That is disappointing.
All things do degrade with time, as we know, but yeah, it looks fantastic. It looks absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to get it and add it in the collection. So
I was glad they did Savage. When I got Savage, I was like, oh, thank God they didn't do play like it's sculpted. He's got sculpted boots.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks like that shot there. Oh, so fucking dope, dude. Gosh. Yeah, I'm glad we're all getting this and excited. This I want to call this. Technically, it is my first Jedi because I haven't technically bought Yoda yet. So Qui-Gon is gonna be my first Jedi. It's gonna, man, he looks so awesome. Can't wait.
Right on.
And then all right. Now we're getting to what was released today, and now I know we're going a little bit late. It's appreciate everybody for hanging out with us, guys. Hendrix, Jacob, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Y'all are the shit.
Hell yeah, man.
And I've actually really had fun doing it. I don't really get to talk. I sit down with Hyper when we do Stone and Hyper every Saturday, and we kind of go through the hot toys. Like we do some toy news to start the show, get warmed up. But like he's very picky on his hot toy. I mean, and so am I. So it's just like it's kind of fun to sit down and just do like a straight hot toy stream, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. This has been great, man.
I love window shopping too, dude. Which some of these I'm in on. So that's even more fun when you're actually getting some, you know. But you guys take it away. I don't really have much thoughts on this figure. He looks cool. I'm not really a big Legends guy. Isn't this Shadow? Is this Heir to the Empire or Shadows of the Empire? Shadows of the Empire. So
Shadows.
Y'all feel free to take it away. I don't really have much to say about this guy. Besides, let's get a Return of the Jedi, Luke. That's my one thing when I see it.
Now, this one, Skywalker could probably correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's the same head sculpt as Dark Empire Luke.
Yep.
So it's not like they're going to be reusing this for. Hopefully, we'll get a New Hope, younger, more accurate Mark Hamill Luke next year. Likeness is too good pass. It's fishing.
Damn it, Dusty. For his womp rats.
Yeah, it could totally stand in for without the vest, almost a Return of the Jedi Luke. But
Yeah.
Shadows of the Empire, I never read, I never got into. Came out a year after I was born. It looks like 1996 is when it was released. So I was a year old. Just wasn't quite put into put in front of me. You know, Grandpa showed me Phantom Menace and OT and all that stuff, and then parents took me to Revenge of the Sith when that came out in theaters. So just no connection. And I'm waiting for the A New Hope Luke to hopefully come out next year, and that'll be the Luke that I have in the collection. So,
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And just what about you, man? Does this one tickle your fancy at all?
So, yeah, it's one that if I did grab this, it would probably. So the cool thing about this is he has the brown belt, but he does come with a black belt that's more akin to Return of the Jedi. It just doesn't have the silver buckle. So part of me kind of wants to grab this and make it, just take the vest off, and I'll just make it a Return of the Jedi Luke in the collection. But then I'm like, I feel like I should just wait for the official Return of the Jedi Luke, and it'll probably come with, you know, some specific accessories from that movie, stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't want to just buy this figure knowing I'm probably going to sell it when that figure comes out. But like I said, I was really tempted to get it for that reason. But yeah, I think this one is definitely a pass. But I want a Return of the Jedi Luke is essentially, I'm holding out. I'm holding out for Return of the Jedi. So yeah. But I do like this, and I know a lot of the Legends stuff is like really selling well. Yeah. So I'm really glad that people that love Legends are able to get figures like this. Even someone my age, there's a Instagram page called Will of the Force, and he said this is gonna be his first hot toy. So like, seeing stuff like that is just, I'm like, well, I'm glad this figure got made, because that guy is gonna buy his first hot toy, hopefully get into the hobby a little bit, and this was his favorite outfit for Luke of all time. So it's like, even that one person, I'm glad the figure got made.
Yeah, maybe a hot take here, but when we get a official Return of the Jedi Luke, I hope they do. I would think they would do a new head sculpt, because I'm not really a fan of this one, to be honest.
I want the swept back hair.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. And this one doesn't look bad or anything. Like, the hair on it looks good. It's just
right.
It's not quite. It's not quite it. It's a little bit soft. Yeah. I don't really see any Mark Hamill features. I don't even see young Mark Hamill, like pre-surgery Mark. I just don't really. I get when you see the whole figure, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Luke. But like up close, I'm like, not really doing it for me personally. But like you said,
I like this head sculpt. I think it looks pretty good. Okay. I do think they struggle with Mark's younger likeness.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, they haven't ever really, like, we were just looking at Qui-Gon. They haven't really nailed a Luke like that. So I hope really, so my most wanted figures in my collection, what I want, as much of a prequel kid and a Clone Wars kid I am, my most wanted figures is the A New Hope cast. I want Han, I want Chewie, Leia, R2, 3PO, and Old Ben. And like, I really hope that they're holding out on those figures, because they really are trying to nail them, like that Qui-Gon and like the Yoda, like they look straight out of the movie. I really want that. I want those figures to look like that. So, but yeah, I'd love a Return of the Jedi Luke with So like this head sculpt in particular is compatible with the swap out hair pieces. Like we've gotten swap out hair on like the Empire Strikes Back Luke. And so I hope that they do that with the Return of the Jedi Luke when they do one and give us that swept back hair. Kind of like the SH figure arts. Like I think that would look amazing.
I didn't even know that they had swap out hair pieces. That kind of changes the game a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not shitting on this head sculpt. I'm not saying it's a bad one. I just don't quite see why. I'm just being a little bit nitpicky. You know, if I'm going to spend a couple $100 on a figure, I want to really like it. But like you were saying, this is somebody's favorite outfit or look of Luke out there. And now they're introduced to Hot Toys, and now they're introduced to a fucking addiction now, a disease, if you will. This one was pretty cool too. Jacob, did you have any opinions on this, man, you want to share real quick before we move on?
Just you know, not my type of look, but it doesn't mean, like Skywalker attested to, that it's not for anybody else. It's low stock remaining, so it's going to be gone ASAP probably by the time we wake up in the morning.
It's actually kind of cool it's selling like that. I'm not, but you just said it, Hendrix. Legend stuff is popping off as of late, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. So then you got some Rebel stuff coming. We got Sabine here, and there was some mixed feelings. I love the alternate deco, the Rebels, bright orange, purple. I fucking love this. A pass for me, because you can't just get one of the Rebels. It doesn't work like that. And I'm not even gonna try. It's just not. I love Rebels, but I'm happy with my Black Series representation. But I'm actually. This actually looks kind of cool in my opinion. I've seen a lot of people not really caring that the hair was a little bit weird. It's a little like you said earlier, Lego style in the pre-stream, Hendrix. I think it looks fucking awesome, to be honest. And I'm not even a huge fan of the actress that played. I mean, she was starting to grow on me through the show, but I think this thing looks stellar, dude. Like this tempts me to being like, well, damn, do I fucking need a Hot Toys Rebel section? But I can't, bro. I just can't. I can't. But feel free to share your guys' thoughts. Hendrix, I know you're all over this one, dude, because you're a big Rebels guy.
I'll go first because I know Hendrix has more to say. As I attested to earlier, not the biggest Rebels guy, then not super keen on the alt deco. It just looks a little too wild and all over the place for me. But that's just me. I do kind of prefer Sabine's first look with the all purple hair and the OG Mandalorian Sabine look.
Oh yeah.
But I know that this is a super popular look, and it's going to go perfectly with another figure that we'll talk about here. But yeah, total pass for me. Like you said, Stone, not even going to attempt to get into the Rebels style of stuff. Just doesn't fit. More so with Skywalker, just trying to build out the first original trilogy movies and the prequels.
The paint on this thing's crazy. Go ahead, Hendrix.
Yeah, this thing looks great. I actually like Zeb. I kind of like his live action newer appearances more. Same with Sabine here. I kind of dig the Ahsoka look a little bit more. And so this is an early look for Sabine. She changes her armor a little later in the series. So I think I'm going to get this still. But I definitely still really like that original Sabine. And the purple hair on that head sculpt looks so good. Yeah. And I think that this head sculpt looks really good, and it looks accurate to the animation. But I think that the original Ahsoka head sculpt looks a lot better. But yeah, like I said, I just think it's great that we're getting those Rebel specific looks and not just the live action appearances when they come later on and they're a little bit different. So a lot of people that maybe were holding off and didn't really get those Ahsoka Rebels figures, because it's like, yeah, they're just not, how they looked in Rebels. Now they can add that to the collection. But yeah, I definitely at least need like the Rebels crew. And so yeah, I think this one's definitely a pickup. There's a photo in here of her in like a flying pose, and she has the shield up and then the green lightsaber. She's that pose right there, bro. It cooked.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the pose I'm gonna go with for her. It looks so good.
I just can't get over the paint on this thing, dude. I know Jacob said he's not a fan of the sporadic wildness of it, and usually I wouldn't be either, but just knowing Sabine's character, it's just so suiting for her, and they just knocked it out the park. Like, I love the owl on there, the rebel, and like it's so cool, dude. And I'm again the likeness very well done. And while we're kind of on the subject, this one, I want a Black Series of this. I'm so surprised that we don't have this as a Black Series helmet yet, because that Scout Trooper helmet is awesome, dude. It'll be an easy repaint. But yeah, feel free to share your guys' thoughts on this one too, man. It's a great looking figure. I know that.
Yeah, this is definitely another one that a lot of people have been wanting. I've seen some great customs from the Black Series for this figure.
Yeah.
That is right there how I would display him.
Sure.
It's going to have to be a pass just because I'm not going to pick up all the Rebels figures.
Yeah.
But that just goes so unbelievably hard. And what a great episode too this was.
Yeah, man.
So, you know, for those who want it, I'd be interested to know what you guys think on the MNS Fondi likeness. I do think it looks like maybe slightly older MNS Fondi, or but now that I'm looking at it, he doesn't look too old. So
yeah,
that actually looks pretty.
I saw some people throwing up side by side pictures of Aman Esfandi's, like maybe like his original headshots or something like that from when he got into acting, and like this is pretty close. I think we're so used to seeing him with the beard and the long hair. He's almost always had the longer hair, so it looks more like the even younger Ezra with the long hair. But I think it's the short hair that's like throwing people off, because we've really seen Iman with the short hair like this. And so like I think the likeness is pretty good. It's not spot on, but it's pretty good. And I think it looks like Ezra. Now I do wish that they maybe would have given us a more determined or angry, but not angry, because we don't really see Ezra like angry a ton, but a more like furrowed brow, determined look.
Yeah.
And I think that would have went a long way with this figure. But no, this is like a dream come true for me. Like I love the Rebels show, and Ezra is one of my favorite Jedi of all time. And so getting this look is just, it's so good. When he walks into the bridge with Thrawn and the frickin' space whales tentacles are flying, dude. Peak, like people talk about like peak Luke and peak Vader, dude. Peak Ezra controlling frickin' space whales, taking a ship himself on the ship into hyperspace to the unknown. Like, dude, I remember watching that for the first time with like my jaw on the floor, because I couldn't believe that this silly Rebels kiddie show just had an ending like that. Like, I just loved it. And so this is an instant pickup for my collection.
It would be so insane to see that look, just like a little snippet. It would be cooler to see it in animation, because they could just do so much more than live action. But I want to see how that transpired, going through the hyperspace route to the unknown with that would be crazy.
I always said that I really think I love the Ahsoka series personally. It's one of my favorite live action shows, but I will say my one criticism or wish that the show would have done was I think it should have opened with a live action recreation of Ezra on that bridge and Thrawn. Like, get Thrawn and Ezra on screen first shot of the show. Yeah. That way, when Ahsoka and Sabine are talking about Ezra and talking about Thrawn could come back, the audience who maybe hasn't seen Rebels already knows something happened where these two characters battled each other and disappeared. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that would have looked so cool. Like you said, seeing them go through hyperspace. Yeah. And, you know, they didn't have to show a ton, but just show like the first couple seconds of that, and maybe Thrawn and Ezra, you know, exchanging a look or something. And I think that would have been such an amazing scene to open the show with. But anyway, yeah, I mean, these two are gonna look so good on the shelf together, and the whole crew, really.
Yeah, for sure, man. Then this was, I seen a lot of people going crazy for this dude. Part of the Commando team, Commando Sev, and he looks awesome, dude. Don't really have much. I love the Commandos. I don't have much attachment to the group per se. I didn't play the game back then, but y'all feel free to yap about this one as well. It looks awesome. A window shopping Commando buff fucking clone. Can't get any cool, and he's got like fucking blood pattern. He's
he's awesome. got the hand of Saruman on his helmet.
Yeah.
Really, really cool looking. Probably one of the best of the Republic Commandos. Love playing them on Battlefront 2, but I do not have a huge connection to them. I did not replay the Republic Commando video game, so I really don't know a lot of these guys. I know that Sev is a big fan favorite, and I think after this they only need one more, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
it's just Fixer after this, the green one.
Nice. Okay, sweet. So there he is. Look at it. There's Fixer in the back left. Oh, yeah. So they'll eventually do him, obviously, and then we'll have a complete line. So I remember when didn't they drop a Republic Commando last year around this time when they did the oh god, I can't remember his name. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But Boss.
Yep.
Boss. Yeah. Boss was released. Clone Commando Boss.
Yeah, y'all are so much more knowledgeable about the timelines when everything came out. Yeah.
So really, really cool. Not for my collection, but I know people are freaking hyped on this. Let's see. Is he still?
Yeah.
Is he? He's still available. Is he?
That's
is he
a
gone?
sick shot right there, dude. That's so dope.
Oh, he's not even up for pre-order yet. So he's he'll keep an eye out for those who are trying to get him. Yeah, 2,500 units.
So what's he going to be like 260, 280 maybe, or what do y'all think?
Something like that.
Yeah. Gotcha. He looked
probably like 275.
Bro, in the light up visor. Oh, dude, that's one of my favorite parts of the Commando is the visor.
It looked the way they did the visor good too.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Oh, there they are. That's the whole crew right there, dude.
Nice.
I gotta admit, that goes hard. No connection. Like I never played, like you said, no Republic Commando for me, but that goes hard, dude. Fucking Commandos. That's a sick shot right there, dude.
Nice.
All right, and I think we're getting close to. It's kind of crazy. It's 12:30 here. I'm getting ready to close it down pretty soon. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We still got 10 people in here. Guys, thank y'all for hanging out late. I know this was a lot later than a usual stream. You know, Gregor will be awesome, X-Man.
Yeah,
absolutely,
right
dude.
Definitely.
What's up, Anakin Skywalker? But I know how big of a fan that Skywalker is for the 03 Clone Wars, and not a pickup for me, but holy shit, this was a huge surprise for me. I was like, dude, I can't believe they actually. This is when, like you said earlier in the stream, Hendrix, like you can't really say never at this point, dude. This one was kind of like that tipping point for me. I was like, fuck, they could do anything at this point, you know. But y'all feel free to take it away on this one. I don't have any thoughts besides it looks fucking dope. And what's he say? Well, we need to get another one, or what the fuck ever when they jump out on the fucking Venator. One of the coolest parts of, because I'm not a huge O3 Clone Wars guy, but that part where he jumps, he puts the helmet on, jumps out with all the clone troopers, and they literally jump on the other Venator. It's just such a cool moment in the O3 Clone Wars, man.
I'll let Skywalker take this one first.
Yeah, this is like my ultimate like things I want in my collection. It's O3 Clone Wars. I have always said that, you know, you're typical, you're stuck on an island, you can only bring one thing. I'm bringing O3 Clone Wars because I could watch it every day of my life. I love like that ultra stylized, just, it's so George Lucas Star Wars, but it's also like his Star Wars to like an extreme stylized version of it. Mm-hmm. And I just, dude, there's something about it. I don't know if it's just the visuals and the visual storytelling, but I remember as a kid, we had a Mr. Movies, and you know, like a Blockbuster essentially, but like a local one. And I had found the O3 Clone Wars like on VHS or something like that. I had rented that thing so many times that I think my parents just bought it for me because they were spending too much money renting it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was before Revenge of the Sith came out. So as a kid, I remember watching my VHS from Attack of the Clones, you know, Anakin and Padme get married, and then we have Darth Vader walking onto the Tantive 4. And as a kid, I was just like, how do we get from point A to point B? Like, what? Yeah. It's so confusing to me. And obviously, I didn't realize Episode 3 was going to come out. And so I remember finding O3 Clone Wars, and I was just so excited that this story was continuing to be told. And so, yeah, this is I already have this shipping tomorrow. It should be to my house Friday. Yeah, I cannot wait to get this into the collection.
That is awesome, dude. Wow. That's definitely one of the most peak moments from O3 Clone Wars, besides the General Grievous scenes and the Anakin when he puts on like the slugs that give him the tattoos. Oh, dude, the O3 Clone Wars is just amazing, and this is waitlisted, so hopefully everybody got a chance to get it from Sideshow. If not, Hong Kong resellers is the move, and never fear. Like the boys have been saying tonight, you know, they could make your dream figure, whatever that could be. You know, for Stoned, it was Qui-Gon 2.0. For Hendrix, it's Saucy Tin clone armor. Last year for me it was Malgus, and so yeah, just manifest.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. And just
but,
before, no, go.
I was just gonna say to wrap up Saucy, what a fantastic looking figure. I definitely prefer this look over the episode 3 Saucy Tin.
Yeah,
just because you get that freaking sick looking helmet, dude, and the robes, and wow, fantastic reuse. Also, I don't know how many more Saucy Tins they can do, but they nailed it with making this sculpt.
Yep.
So
it was pretty cool when they started going back and giving everybody the Clone Wars armor. I was like, yep, waiting on Black Series to do this. That would be really cool. But next level when with the clone armor on there. Whole nother level of awesomeness. But any more thoughts on this Saucy 10 here?
No, man, it's
crazy.
just awesome. I'm beyond thrilled to be able to have this in the collection, and just very blessed to be able to collect, collectibles like this and have an amazing collection that I get to enjoy.
Absolutely, dude. It's like I think it was Jacob that said it earlier. This is a luxury, and it's nice that you got to surround your people with other people that recognize that. And clearly, you are one, man. I'm excited for you, dude. I know how much you and the guys, y'all. I know I'm not much older than you, like literally like 2 or 3, 4 years maybe. But
how old are you?
I just turned 31 this year.
Okay, I'm 27, so yeah.
Yeah, so we get a little bit of an age gap there. Yeah, not much.
Yeah.
But 03 Clone Wars wasn't. I watched it, but like I was much more prequels. Way more. I was just like all prequels, baby, all prequels or OT. But my favorite part, real quick, before we move on to the last little bit that I have, and then we'll call it a night. The Black Series actually paid homage to this part of 03 Clone Wars. My favorite part is probably when Ventress and Anakin face off on Yavin, dude. And that part with the sabers in the rain and the steam, Anakin's like all ripped up, and he's got the gold robot. It goes so hard. And that part, like, that's really that tipping point where you start to see Anakin, like, right before he goes. Well, no, at that point he had already killed the Tuskens. So, like, again, you're just starting to see that tipping point more and more, So I love that part.
And that's the other thing with the visuals, I think. As stylized and striking the visuals are, the sound design in that show is amazing. The clone, when Grievous is going through the clone troopers and you hear their armor cracking and every lightsaber strike just feels so intense. And Anakin and Asajj, when they're holding their sabers out and you just start hearing 1 raindrop, then 2 raindrops, and it's sizzling off their it's so good. It's just so good.
Kind of making me want to watch it. I watched it about 2 months ago, and I was sitting there watching. I was like, "Damn, dude! I kind of forgot how fun of a watch it is. Like the way that the clones don't speak, it is good. It's like
it's so good.
Just like doing hand signs to each other and shit, bro. It's kind of dope, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like even the quiet moments are like the sound design is just so good, man.
For sure, dude.
You gotta put that on.
Yeah. I always hear everybody like, y'all are crazy about Dirge, seeing the jousting with Kenobi. That's another cool part. You can go on and on about some of the cool moments in there. But real quick, just to wrap up the stream, this is all the stuff that's been being expanded out to this channel, Collector Joey. I like the stuff that he posts.
Yeah.
I know you guys probably have quite a few of these on the way, but like I know Jacob, you had the Malgus on the way.
Got Malgus,
Jar Jar, Sid, yeah,
Vader.
Oh, you got Vader?
I got Vader, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Oh shit, you might have told me. I forgot though.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
I'm freaking hyped.
I bet you are, dude. That's gonna be awesome.
I'm debating on getting the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sky. Hendrix.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I think I'm getting all of these except, all the Star Wars ones, except the Range Trooper and Poe.
Okay, cool. Got you, dude.
But I think Malgus, Jar Jar, Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan. I'm so excited for Attack of the Clones.
Are you getting Cassian?
Yeah, I'm getting Cassian.
Okay. Nice.
I'm getting Vader. I'm getting Sidious. So yeah.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. That Attack of the Clones. Oh, are you going to display him hanging off the assassin droid?
I think I am, because dude, they threw in the seamless forearm. So I'm like, like either
Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I don't know quite yet.
You're gonna have to hook
But
up your cabinet some kind of crazy way to get. It's gonna be worth it.
yeah,
Though, dude.
yeah, and then dude, Jar Jar, that figure, and same with Malgus. I mean, especially after getting Savage, like I'm like, oh, Malgus is gonna be like
Huge.
probably the best Hot Toys of all time. Like,
Damn.
if they nail it like they nailed Savage, it's
Yeah.
gonna be peak. It's gonna be peak because he's bigger than Vader, and like
Oh,
Vader
shit.
Hot Toys are huge.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
it's gonna be an insane figure.
I'm so excited, dude.
Yeah,
Vader-
it
Vader's
looks so
7
good.
foot- Vader's 7 foot, right? Or not quite.
Yeah, about that. He's like 6'9", 6'8".
That's like almost like what, a 13 inch figure or something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
easy. He's gonna be probably like 13 or 14 inches for sure.
That is a big figure, dude. When you think
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
that's pretty big. And then when you get, dude, then you got the fucking medical table. Like,
Dude.
it's so crazy that they went that hard on that, dude. Like, just scrolling through the pictures of that, I was like, dude, this is like a thing. Like, this is crazy. You know,
The Hayden, the burnt up Hayden likeness is also
Yeah.
just insane, bro. Like,
ridiculous.
and it looks so good. That is gonna be one of the hardest figures to figure out how you're gonna display him.
Mhm.
Because there's like 50 different ways that you can display him.
Yeah, for sure, dude. That Hayden likeness is incredible, though. And then one thing I was looking at Dusty's, should I get Jar Jar? Stone knows I'm a T. We're TPM sluts here on the Stone Mandalorian, baby. We already know.
Yeah.
Do it.
Jar Jar is gonna be peak.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great figure.
Also, Dusty, I feel like that's going to be a figure that's going to be expensive on the aftermarket once
Yeah.
it sells out.
100%. That's gonna go the route of 2.0 Darth Maul, where
Oh yeah,
it's
Yeah.
gonna be $500 the second it drops.
it might
like-
even go in our Gandalf and be pushing close to 1,000.
I was gonna say I could see it going like 600 and up.
Yeah.
I don't think it would quite be. I mean, you never know. It could. It depends on how many people pre-ordered it, because that's what happens is they get lower pre-order numbers, and that's how many they basically make. They kind of make them to order nowadays. And once they're sold out, like if people aren't buying up stock to sell,
Yeah.
then it's gonna be rare. Like it's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing. Now I'm kind of thinking, like, with me getting Qui-Gon, I'm waiting for Padawan Obi-Wan, and eventually I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and track down a TPM Darth Maul one day. I feel like now I should try to maybe get Jar, and if they do Watto, I'm all in. If they do Watto, I am without a doubt getting that. Then I'm
I
thinking,
think-
like, damn.
I think your best bet with Phantom Menace Maul 2.0 is waiting for Shadow Lord Maul to come out, because once that Maul hits the market, that should, I know it's not the same look, but that should maybe dampen the price of that Phantom Menace Maul, just because it's getting that 2.0 head out again.
For sure.
And so I could see it dropping a little bit within the next year, whenever that drops.
Yeah, I would definitely follow that advice, because even Phantom Menace Maul and Toys Assemble, dude, it's
It's a lot.
$558 now.
What is it?
$558. It's gone up
Holy
like over
shit.
$100 in price from when I got mine.
The last time I looked, it was like 450 something, like 440 at some places, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I really don't want to do that."
I
Yeah,
think
that's a lot.
without
It's a little
I think
crazy.
without the bike, it might be a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't need the bike. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't need it. You know, would it be cool? Fuck yeah, but I just don't. I don't need it, dude. You know,
Right.
especially if I'm gonna have them with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Like, there's no need to try to fit the bike in my display personally. Like, I just kind of wanted to stand in.
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, that figure is so good that the bike is really just like an accessory. Like,
sure, man.
as cool as it is, like that figure is a work of art on its own. Like, it's so good.
Oh yeah, dude. So I just wanted to talk about some of these other ones, and then so what does this mean? But when I see the Mr. Freeze one, that actually was kind of freaking cool. I was like, damn, that's pretty sick. So
Heck yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's again, some of those just dropped today, like the Saucy 10, the fucking Commando Sev. Like it was really cool to see these just randomly start hitting like that. You know how Hot Toys does. See, like 2 in the morning just dropping heat randomly.
Dude, it's insane.
It really is, man. Chat.
Especially like,
no, go ahead, Hendrix. What you got, man?
I was just gonna say, especially when they do 5 figures at once, like usually it's like 2, maybe 3, 5, bro, like in a row. Like I was scrolling Instagram and I was just like, geez, bro, like they won't stop.
Yep. And it's like the cool thing too is it's like y'all might have even touched on this too. It's like different eras of Star Wars. It's not just heavy on one era. It's like a little bit of like, dude, there was Legends, there's Rebels, OT, there's a little bit of everything for everybody, you know. That's the smart way to play it. Trickle it out throughout the year, you know, because I just think it's the smart way to do things, dude, you know.
100%.
And the Rebel Screw looks so fucking good, man. So damn good. But guys, do y'all have any more thoughts? Anything y'all want to share? Gonna wrap things up here tonight. I know it's freaking late. I know it's 12:48 here on the East Coast, dude. Sitting there yapping about toys, man, having fun.
That's what it's all about, man. Yeah, just thanks for having us, Stone. This has been a blast. Chat, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Perhaps we can do this again. I'm sure Hot Toys will drop a shit ton of Star Wars figures sometime later in the year. Or at least next time, or at least whenever Phantom Menace Obi-Wan gets released.
Oh, dude, that'd be like a little occasion when that drops. We all get together again. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
guys, I really enjoyed this, dude. I really did. It was like nice kind of. Like I said, on Stone Hyper, we do a little bit. We just kind of run through all the toy news, but it was kind of just like all Hot Toy. Did a little bit of window shopping, some of the stuff where besides Hendrix, he's getting all the fucking shit. Me and Jacob are actually in on some of this shit, so it's always fun when you're not just window shopping, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Thank you, Dusty. Appreciate it. Chat, anybody who catches this on the replay, both these guys, all their information, Instagram and YouTube is in the description. Check it out. They both make content on both Instagram and YouTube, so please check them out. They're both very cool dudes. I talk to them quite often. And yeah, guys, Hendrix, Jacob, I appreciate you guys very much. Like not to be a broken record, but I enjoyed this a lot.
Yeah, man, me too.
Hope to do it again in the future, guys.
Hell yeah, dude. Until next time, it's gonna be great.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Everybody keep collecting.
Yeah, well, with that being said, I'm gonna take us out, everybody. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Y'all be good. See y'all next time.